Seal! Welcome back to another night of Spelljammer Iron Valor series. My name is Jake Hipsch, and I am helping run this game with our fantastic crew here. Let's get this thing started with a couple of overhead things. From announcements, first off, a shout out to Nine Realms Gaming, one of our partners since the beginning. Thank you so much, Nine Realms, for helping run us as a company and helping run our shows. I'm just riffing it now, and it sounds like it's a train wreck. Anyway, Nine Realms Gaming makes the finest accessories that from finest woods that this multiverse has to offer. You can go check them out at ninerealmsgaming.com and use LIAR10 to get 10% off. Our other partner, amazing partner, is Mithril Armory, and Mithril Armory makes classic and amazing TTRPG accessories for everyone to enjoy, including their 1020 and their D&D graphic tee. So go check them out at mithrilarmory.com. Real quick, shout out to Tailspire. Fantastic virtual tabletop gaming system that you can get on Steam, and it lets you add the Z-axis and 3D and space into your game, and they have a sci-fi setting, so if you want to play in sci-fi, that's a lot of fun, I find. And so go check out Tailspire. And in addition to Tailspire, Tales Tavern. It's an amazing website where creators create assets that you can download or boards that you can download and bring into your Tailspire game. Even Max here has started building stuff on Tailspire, and it has made my life so much better to be able to bring in and import some assets made by amazing creators to help bring the Spelljammer world to life. So thanks, Tales Tavern. Go check them out at talestavern.com. Give people a like, leave them a comment, see the cool things being made. We have some custom art that was made for many of our characters here, save for Josh, our guest player. And I want to give a big shout out to Mick Bluff, a longtime viewer, first time friend, who is, I couldn't stop myself, but is a wonderful artist who did the character art for our Spelljammer run. And we're going to throw links for her Twitter and her Instagram. And she also has a Patreon. So go check out her Patreon and see the incredible art that she does. We are so grateful for McBluff's art and support here. So thank you so much, McBluff. Second to last. Deanna, do you have something you wanted to share with us?
Give a shout out to Flocko Obama for giving us all.
Woo! Thank you, Flocko Obama. All right. I want to give a big shout out to a new Kickstarter that's coming up soon, put on by Christian Hatcher, aka Ludin from the Fates End series. And this Kickstarter is called Backyard Beatdowns. It's an action anthology created by and for people who love action movies. If you've been watching the Spelljammer Iron Valor series, you know that we are not a stranger to action. We make some wild swings, including flying through the air towards a swirling ball of fiery death. And so we love action here, and I want to give a big shout out to this Kickstarter for you to go check it out. It goes live on the 24th, and we are so excited to see what Christian and his team have put together and what they are pushing for. If you've watched them on Fate's End, you know this type of energy and the amazing way that Christian plays Ludin brings this energy to everything he does, including this Kickstarter. So again, go check it out. It's launching this Friday on February 24th to raise funds for their second season. They've already done a first season. So this is their second. Go check it out. We're going to play their trailer during the break. And did somebody put a link in for it yet? Can somebody put the link in chat? Thank you. All right. So go check that out. A huge shout out to Christian and to Backyard Beatdown opening up on Kickstarter this Friday, the 24th. Okay, last but not least, shout out to you all. You guys are jerks. You've cursed me a number of times, you audience friends. And you, by watching the show, get Valor tokens, and then you can either bless the party or curse me as the GM. You can give luck like Flock Obama has, and it helps save the party, or it helps hinder me. So you can figure out how you can impact the game by using the command !point commands to see what you can do, as well as giving luck to our party members and blessing or cursing the game as it goes, which should be noted, Flockabama gave you all luck, if I'm not correct, right? You all were given luck last session, and y'all never rolled a die, except for really like once. So you have 2 luck starting off in this game as we kick off.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Because this looks dangy.
And so, with that being said, I think that's it. So let's buckle up and get ready to watch our crew as they face off with the Dread Pirate Smolder, as a new obstacle has emerged in front of them. And our crew has not had a long rest for a long time and is sort of smarting a little bit.
Jasmine's been trying her best to get a long rest.
Let's shoot for the stars. Let's dive into an introduction, and let's see what happens in this episode of Iron Valor Spelljammer.
Orange Josh.
Hello and welcome. So for tonight's episode, we find our party. I'm again doing the captain's log. I'm again kind of taking these over a little bit as we've been guiding ourselves through a fairly complicated series of encounters. Our party has found themselves successfully stopping the unraveling, duking it out with their former classmate, Felix von Braun. They've defeated Felix, as well as taken captive Sven, a mind flayer of a powerful elder brain named True Belief. With some clever thinking by James, aka Bleesnoik, they freed the mind flayer from the control of the elder brain itself. And now Sven is their captive, but no longer connected to a hive mind. The party weighed the fates of this mind flayer and of Felix von Braun, their former classmate, ultimately deciding that they were going to turn Felix over to the elemental plane of water and its denizens to do work to pay back the damages that he has done to that plane itself. Sven, the mind flayer, they've decided to keep captive themselves to learn a little bit more and hopefully glean insights as to what the plans and machinations of True Belief are. During this period of time, the party learned that True Belief has infiltrated the academy, seemingly claimed control over many members of the academy itself, and potentially even the admiral himself. Weighed down with these thoughts, the party then celebrated in a way and relaxed with the denizens of the elemental plane of water, pondering their next steps. And it is at this time that Storm, leader of the refugees and relief teams of the elemental plane of water, approached Leon, asked him if he was a good man, and provided him with their sought-after prize, the Tablet of Fate. Fortunately, with some quick thinking from many members of the party, panicking all at the same time, they did not let the tablet get so close to Leon as to trigger an unfortunate deal they cut long ago, where if they get too close to the tablet, it immediately vanishes and enters into the hands of this devious smuggler lord, Balthazar Brand. They took the tablet, they placed it in a bag of holding, and are now figuring out its next steps. With a rousing speech, Lore spoke to the crowd of the elemental plane of water, rallying the denizens there to go and face off against Spelljammer Academy, to face off with this tyrant organization, and potentially with True Belief itself. It is at this time that the party learned that much greater dominoes have also fallen throughout the multiverse, including a stalwart victory on behalf of Spelljammer Academy, winning the war that's been going on for the last 8 years. And they know that soon there will be a celebration held at the Academy itself, and all are invited. Thinking through many of these situations, the party had decided that they have to move on, to go and speak with Oksani Lorfan, the Dread Pirate, and plan out their next moves. While leaving the elemental plane of water, the party then discovered that something was amiss, and after a series of messages, all of which had emerged in front of them, given that the unraveling had finished, they discovered that Oksani Lorfan, the Dread Pirate, was not alone, and has been taken captive by Dread Pirate Smolder, a much more vile and vicious Dread Pirate, the Dread Pirate that made the names of the Reavers, the pirates of the multiverse itself, a famous name. And as we come into our session tonight, you all find yourself sitting aboard your small, not well-equipped skiff, traveling through the astral sea, when you are hailed by Dread Pirate Smolder. "Good to see you again, Geoffrey." And you see 2 ships pull up alongside you. One you recognize is the Prometheus, Oksani Lorfan's ship. And the other you see is a ship you recognize as the Nautiloid, a ship with tentacles drifting off of its front, a ship built by Mind Flayers itself, the name Reaver emblazoned along its side. And both come in parallel to your ship, boxing you in. The comms continue to blare as you see an earth elemental with bits of magma moving across their face and body. When their mouth opens, you can see what seems to be like almost this radiant fire inside of it, as you see Dread Pirate Smolder smiling at you. Sitting next to him is a bound and gagged Oksani Lorfan. As Smolder's fingers are crossed, smiling, and says, "It's been a long time, boy. I'm excited to get a chance to see you, and was sad you weren't on our ship when we took it."
The fuck are you doing, Smolder? What is this?
I took an opportunity. Oksani and the Prometheus was limping along like a sad little fish in the sea when I found it.
Smolder, now is not the time for... There are bigger things going in the world right now than your petty desire for riches and gold. Stop. There is bigger fish to fry. We have a real fight with the Academy that we need to pursue right now.
Who's on your ship with you?
People on our side.
Hey, hi.
Castle?
Yeah. Captain Leon Greer. Maybe you've heard of us.
We're the evil, wicked penguin cupcake pot. What is it? Does anybody remember?
Evil Penguin Posse.
Evil penguin posse. Thank you.
Is that what they're calling us? Right?
Can we add Cupcake in there somewhere? Because I liked that addition.
Thank you.
No. Anyways. Yeah. Smolder, Dread Pirate Smolder. What do you want?
I had heard about you and your crew, the notorious Captain Leon.
I knew it.
I wanted an opportunity to meet the golden boy of the academy.
I bow.
How about you and your friends figure out what you want to do and get on this ship? Come and join me and Oksani here. Otherwise, I'll blast you out of the sky. I just want to talk.
We're talking now, aren't we?
Face to face.
Which ship is he on?
You
Currently?
see that he is on the Prometheus. So he is not on his own ship, the Reaver. He is on the Prometheus Oksani ship. You can tell
ship.
he's sitting in Oksani's cabin.
Gotcha.
Do we still have those sending stone things? And does Geoffrey have one?
Yes.
You know, the communicators?
Yeah.
I want to use them, and I want to send Geoffrey a message. I want to say, you know Oksani's ship. You're a first mate. If this comes to blows, is there some sort of advantage that we can get from that? Like, do you know any hatches, trapdoors, anything like that we can use?
If it comes to combat with the Reaver, on our best day, I wouldn't bet on us.
Is it?
But if we can keep a fight on the ship, we might be able to figure something out.
Okay.
I have a follow-up question for Geoffrey. Do we have any kind of like sentimental attachment to Smolder? Like, are you emotionally attached to this man?
Fuck this guy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, absolutely not. This guy's a piece of garbage.
Okay.
Oksani's ship faster than the Reaver? We might be able to outrun him.
Yes, we would be doing it with a hail of ship fire, but yes, we are faster than the Reaver, just because we are not so heavily laden down with weapons. And more weapons and more weapons. That's basically what makes up that entire Reaver ship.
Or we could take this opportunity to make sure we secure 2 Dread Pirate roles.
While I don't disagree, I think we don't have any other choice at the moment with a gun to our head than to do what he says for now. He is not lying. He will absolutely blow us out of the sky right now.
Well, hopefully the Prometheus will offer some home turf, as it were.
Yeah, and Laura operates best at close quarters anyway. This is really an advantage.
I would confidently say that is likely one of the only chances we have at the moment of getting out of this alive, if not ahead.
Well, I hope we get out with somebody's head. His. Let's go.
Geoffrey steps back towards the Prometheus. Send over the gangplank.
You watch quickly. Gangplanks begin to extend from the Prometheus, landing onto your skiff. And you see many members not of the crew of the Prometheus. You actually don't notice, as you are all standing on top of the deck of the skiff, there are no crew of the Prometheus visible at all. You instead see what appear to be a gang of stone elementals, golems, earth genasi, and the like, all sort of filling the ship, and you can see them on the Reaver as well. And everyone, as the gangplanks are getting land and connect, you see they're all just, come on aboard.
Oh, that's all
Frizzle
I
gets
guess.
very excited when she sees all these Earth Genasi. And she says, have you heard the news?
What news?
Oh, we just saved the elemental plane of Earth. Everything's going great there now.
Oh, shoot, that's so great. Woo! All right. And you can see
Okay, that didn't work in swaying them in any way.
you see
We
that
just
like
saved
one.
your planet.
Make a persuasion check. Yeah,
Thank
make a persuasion
you.
check.
We saved your planet. Please don't kill us. It's cocked between a 13 and a 1. Do you want?
Yeah,
Should I
again.
roll it?
Roll
Okay.
again. Finish it out.
18.
18. Cool. You say this, and you see that like you notice, all of you, as you are stepping out and starting to trek across the gangplank, that like some of the crew are like, oh shit, no way, all right, woo. One of them, the one that spoke up first, is like, oh, I didn't even know that there was a problem. Damn. All right.
Fair
Right
enough.
on.
Okay.
The place has been unraveling. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all make your way across. You think that some of the crew is like, okay, yeah, nice.
As we're making our way across,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get close to Leon, and I'm going to slide a pebble into your hand. And I'm gonna get you at the communicator and be like, this is probably gonna come in handy if you decide to do anything rash. Not me.
Are there any spells in it right now?
Yes, there is.
Picking someone in a wall of force is nice.
It was not Geffrey, I'll say that much.
Definitely wasn't Drizzle. It was one of the marshals.
I've got it.
Great.
That sounded
Yeah, I
about
was
right.
like, it's not Laura. Laura was.
Sweet.
I feel like I can confidently say Geffrey was the first one across the gangplank, walking with very apparent frustration and reserved anger. I think as he gets back onto the Prometheus, he does not take his eyes off of Smolder and ignores, if not is shoving members of the crew that is not his crew out of the way to stalk his way up. Is it up to the deck or into the cabin below?
As you are stepping across, taking assessing kind of the items that you have at your disposal, Leon, it strikes you that you are carrying the bag of holding that holds the tablet of fate. Geffrey, as you are striding across this bridge, as you step across to the other side, while you can hear some people going like, yeah, woo, all right, good job for the elemental plane. You spot a figure that you recognize as you see Smolder's first mate, Brock, step up to you, and you see Brock as another earth elemental. There's no magma in Brock the same way that in Smolder. And the Brock strides up, and as you step off of the gangplank, Brock steps up to you and reaches out to give you a hug. And while this is happening, you also see Smolder has stepped out of Oksani's cabin, leaving the door open, and you see Oksani head down just on the desk.
Okay.
Geffrey, good to see you.
Don't fucking touch me. Get out of my way.
What's your AC?
15.
A fist hits you right in the stomach, kind of like right and pulls up as a stone fist slams into you. As the hug finishes, you take 1 point of damage, and you hear Brock go, a bad first mate to not be on his own ship. And then just sort of shoves you to the side towards Smolder.
Okay. He coughs but keeps walking, just mentally filing away what he'll do to Brock later.
Yeah, go for it.
As we're walking, Leon wants to kind of get a number of how many people. You said we saw a bunch of Earth Elementals and Earth Genasi and stuff like that. How many do we see?
You can spot there are 15.
On just on this ship?
Yep.
Sheista. Okay. Big facts. Okay. So there's 15 on Oksani's ship.
Yep. Leon, as you step across, as you stride across, everyone bows to you and says, "The notorious Captain Leon." And you see as some of them you can see are almost kind of laughing as they're doing it. Other ones are like, "Leader of the evil penguin posse. Nice job." And they part ways and just bow mockingly to you as you step across.
So you're welcome for saving your plane of existence, by the way.
And you hear one of them whisper, "Wasn't he the angel in that horrible disaster? Wasn't he part of that failure?"
Is he close enough for me to punch?
Yeah.
Oh, I sock him.
Okay, go for it. Make your attack roll.
Yeah, that's a 23.
23?
Yeah.
You take a swing, and you watch as even with that swing, you actually like clip the chin, but you are grabbed faster, almost as fast as you swing the punch. So you manage to connect, doing just a little bit of like a more of a message than an actual amount of damage before one of the other pirates sort of like moves you out of the way, preventing you from kind of going any further with that action. As Geoffrey, you stand in the front. Leon, you take a swing. Everyone has stepped across. Smolder goes, now, no need to have any violence here. I just want to talk and get to know the notorious Captain Leon and his crew.
Your crew should show more respect.
When you've earned it, we will.
If you just want to talk, what have you done with the captain?
Oh, Oksani and I had a good conversation, and she's resting currently. Told me all about her plans with you, Leon. Red Pirate and all.
Yeah, well, you know, she knows a good leader when she sees one.
I think at this point, Geoffrey has made it to Smolder.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he gets real close. Where's my crew?
No need to rush, Geoffrey. There'll be time. And you see him kind of like turn his head slightly. There'll be enough time for that.
While they're having this conversation, I would like to cast message.
Okay.
To Franklin. If he is within, let me see, what do I have here? 120 feet. So
Cool.
On the ship, essentially, he will be able to hear me. Hey, baby. Your father and I are here. Are you okay?
No response.
Okay. We're gonna kill everyone on this ship.
let's get drinks. Let's have a conversation. I want to talk about a little deal I'd like to put out on the table here. And you see Smolder clacks two fists together, the rock echoing around across the ship. You see a number of crewmates pull out a table, sliding it up, putting it kind of lengthwise across the ship. Stools emerge, and they lay out a tankard of ale on the table, and Smolder gestures for you, Geffrey, to go over to the table.
I don't think Geffrey moves at first. I think he's got his hand on his blunderbuss and at his left hip, and like looks almost stuck for a moment, just staring down Smolder with his best death glare that he has. Takes a moment and stalks, almost like dejected, stalks over to the table, understanding now's not the time yet.
So, you said we'll get your respect when you earn it. I think that's fair enough on both sides. If it's such a good deal that you're offering us, why do you feel like you need to intimidate us into accepting it?
Oh, are you intimidated? Good. This was normal business for me.
No, but it seemed like a pathetic attempt to do that, actually. What are we doing?
What's your name? And you see Smolder gets real close up. Heat from his body starts to emanate as you see almost that glow inside of him start to increase. What's your name?
My name's Mavari, but most people just call me Lore.
Leon, you got some good crewmates here.
I know it. Tell us about this deal.
Have a seat. Smolder steps over. You see he slides a chair over, sits down, pulling up his drink, and gestures for each of you to sit around the table.
I message to Bleasnoik that Franklin is not responding, which means he's either unconscious or not here. Just so he knows.
I will respond with that. Thank you.
And Blee starts blasting. Where's my son? Yeah.
It would be incredibly hard. I will not tell you no.
They're all earth elementals.
I think you blend in really well with earth elementals.
Yeah,
huge earth elementals, and then this twiggy little drow goth.
with the plague Dr. Vascon.
This is near impossible, but you can try. Again, you can try. You think that this would require sort of a situation where you're still making a stealth check at disadvantage against them to even get the spell off. There is no one on this deck but you and the crew, that crew. So, and they've kind of clocked each of you as you've been walking across the gangplank. So that window almost passed in a way, but you could try if you want. With the failure being kind of judgment, as you put it, they'll know that you have vanished and alarms will be raised.
Not yet.
I will just again say, you can tell that Geffrey is very close to making a proverbial scene. I'll just leave it there.
Oh, go ahead. As Leon walks up to sit, he'll kind of put a hand on Geffrey's shoulder, just like signaling, "Hey, it's good for now." And he'll pull out a chair, not directly in front of Smolder, but like one to the left, and then he'll gesture for Geffrey to sit down at the one directly in front of Smolder.
Got it.
I really want to say, and then Drizzle sits in the chair, and then she's going, ooh, and moves to the I don't think she's that stupid.
I thought you were going to say Drizzle tries to sit in someone's lap, and I was like, oh.
Oh, whoops. Awesome. You all either sit or stand around the table, and you notice that all of the crew is all of the reavers are also sort of just standing behind you, each, or moving and milling about the ship. But you see here on Tailspire that you have a chance. You can move yourself and position yourselves where you would like on the table. Smolder being at the head of the table here.
Laurel sit on the other side of Captain Leon, but notably, she's pulled the chair out far enough and is sitting on the edge of it, so she could get up real fast if she needed to.
Drizzle is gonna sit next to Jasmine, I think, wherever she is.
Please.
So you're in between Jazz and Lore right now, if you need context, yeah.
As you all take your seats or stand around the table, Smolder is seated and raises a glass to you all. To a potential new deal. Bottoms up. And drinks his entire drink.
Don't fucking drink it.
I don't drink it.
Laura might produce a flask out of her jacket and take a drink of her own alcohol.
Well, let me ask though: is this like a pirate's etiquette kind of thing?
You know that Jen loosely in pirate etiquette, it would probably be polite to drink. But this is your read. This is entirely your read of the situation.
I drink it.
Okay. Leon takes the drink.
Jeffrey does not. He is holding his cup with a death grip.
Laura will hold up her flask and be like, I brought my own stuff.
Cool. Just checking. Anybody else, or are you all sitting around not drinking it?
I'm not drinking it.
I'm not capable of ingesting liquid.
All right, cool. Make a Constitution saving throw, Leon.
Dip your beak in it.
Uh, 16.
16. Nice. It is not good enough.
You got 2 lucks.
No. Yeah, okay. Luck. That's even worse.
You gonna use both of them?
Yeah.
Hold on, Captain. Hold on.
Do you have how much fighter are you?
You can all see each other, please. So please, if you want to.
Does he look like he's wavering?
Yeah. Leon, you take a drink, and with that 16, you take a drink and almost instantly feel a pain start brewing in your stomach. As something is starting to grip into you.
I'm gonna flash a genius.
Lore. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Does Laura's paladin aura apply?
She is standing. She is sitting right next to
you.
Yeah. So you have advantage on the check, Leon.
Oh, so your luck would let you you rolled twice and got the 16, whatever was worse. So now you used a luck
now
theoretically.
You could use a luck.
Or Believe Noy can participate if Believe Noy wants to.
Yeah.
And then you would
add a +4.
All right.
So to the 16, that'd be a dirty 20.
That is just enough. You want
just enough.
20.
You managed to sort of. You managed to kind of body whatever was in that, and you shake it off of yourself.
Oh, Leon keeps a stern poker face. He looks Smolder dead in the face and says, "Brought out the cheap stuff for us, huh?"
It's your stuff. Blame the ship. So, it's good to meet you, finally. I've been wondering when I'd get a chance. I've heard so much.
I've heard almost nothing about you.
That hurts. But I wanted to just get a sense of your character a little bit. Oksani in the Dread Pirates she and her 2 compatriots, they're what we would call weak, naive, hoping things don't get worse. What do you think?
What do you mean? What's your definition of worse?
They want to avoid war and chaos. They want to see the Academy be taken down in ways that I don't agree with, that I think won't work.
Well, I'm no friend of the Academy.
War and
But-
chaos has been happening for the last 8 years. More.
Yeah.
And it's been wonderful. Think about it. You come in as a dread pirate. You show up at the doors of the elemental plane of air, or potentially the elemental plane of fire, or any plane that is, and you say, "Don't worry, I'm part of the rebellion." They open their doors up. They don't like the Academy. And the second their defenses are down, you strike. It's been wonderful, this war.
Do you have any friends or family?
No.
Yeah. That was my only question.
Oh, this crew, they aren't. What's your crew to you?
Crew, what are you to me? And no one says anything.
Sounds lonely, Smolder.
It's freeing.
Really?
Hey, Geoffrey.
Jeffrey has yet to look up. He's staring at the table, almost shaking, holding his cup. But looks over as Smolder, acknowledges Geoffrey.
Just checking if you were listening. Leon, Geoffrey, motley crew. I'm not going to hold you here for too long. I'm here for my own business, and let's just call this exchange a little bit of a highway tax. I'm here to get the Tablet of Fate. I know it's on that plane, and he gestures in the direction of the elemental plane of water. Do you know where it is? Aksani may imply that you might.
We know it's here.
On the plane?
Yeah, like I said, we were busy saving the multiverse. If that's
Thought
a
we had the right location, right,
that's
Captain?
a concept you can wrap your little brain around.
But yeah, it must have slipped away from us while we were making sure two planes didn't collide into each other.
I mean, we definitely knew it was here. It's possible that it slipped into the void that was being ripped between dimensions, but that was our main priority, was closing it up.
Or worst case scenario, the Academy made off with it when they pulled out of the elemental plane.
Shit, that might be why they pulled out so quickly.
The Academy doesn't have it.
How do you know?
Insight checks, everybody.
Yeah! That's an 18 minus 1, 17!
I only rolled a 7. I'm still choking on that awful drink you gave me.
Natural 20 for a
Natural 20 for
21.
Bleeze?
Yeah, please.
18. 18 for
Fine.
Geoffrey.
You watch as Smolder
16.
smiles wide. For those of you who beat a 16 on this, what is your assumption?
Is
Either that, or he's part of the hive mind.
my assumption is he's totally part of the hive.
That's what I was thinking.
I have a crazy third assumption, is that he tried to hit up the Academy ship on the way out and was like, "Hey."
Please, with a nat 20, as you're putting it together, you are your assumption is he's part of the hive mind. And as you look at him, he looks at you, and he almost like things slow down for a second. He looks at you, and you can see that you're kind of like trying to put stuff together, and he goes, "You got an insightful crew, Leon. I work for the Academy now. They've promised me a king's ransom for it.
Well, what's a captain without his crew, you know? And I'll say that loud enough for the rest of his crew to hear as well.
You don't have the tablet, do you?
If we did, do you really think we'd be wasting our time with you?
Yeah. I'm the one who caught you, little guppy.
I mean, you know that it has powers, right? If we had it, why would we be wasting our time with you when we could just make you go away?
So you don't have it.
That's what we've been saying.
Cool. Make a deception
Gravel in your
check.
ears?
I can. Do you guys want me to make the deception check? I have a
What's
plus 13. If
Oh
anyone.
You
shit!
should.
Absolutely, you should do it. What?
Don't worry, I'll make the roll. I got a -1.
I'm sitting here with my
I
with my
have-
+7. Like I got this, you guys.
Hey, I've got good for average.
I got
I
a
have a-
31.
Jesus.
I want to roll just to see.
What?
It was terrible.
He is going to make an insight check against you.
With a DC 31 insight check.
It's a nat 20, man. He might get you.
It's a very insightful roll.
He stares at you for a long moment as you each kind of lay out what would we be doing otherwise, and he smiles and goes, "Yeah, I didn't think your crew would be able to get it. Well, it seems that this catch isn't yielding what we want. Tell me where it is on the plane, and I'll let you go."
If we knew where it was, why would we not have it? I don't understand what you don't understand about this conversation.
Well, you said you were saving the multiverse.
Yeah.
Save.
Aksani made it damn clear you knew where it was. So, unless
we
I'm
knew where
mistaken.
it was when we got here. We know that things were being tumbled around between interdimensional portals. It might have fallen into the void.
Okay. So you're telling me
I think that you need to go through each individual inch of the elemental plane of water and search it out yourself with that big honking nose of yours.
Okay. That sucks. But I guess we'll do it.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You have plenty of resources working with the academy now.
Yeah.
Well, calm down.
Okay. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check, or make an Arcana check to try to decide. You see Smolder almost a little bit, Jazz, as you're doing this. Drizzle, you're saying these things. Leon and Laura, you've been helping with this. Smolder's like a little wind out of his sail moment here. Like, he's like, oh, I caught the people who I think have the tablet. And now he's being told with a DC 31 lie, the tablet's like gone in all of the shittiest parts of the elemental plane of water, and that he's gonna have to go look for it. And there's like a little bit of wind out of his sail moment here, and there's some anger in him.
I mean, at least it's narrowed down to one thing.
26, cool. All right. You start to do that. You think you got away with it. You haven't noticed anybody react to you at all, Jazz, as you think you got away with it. Smolder kind of looks down at the cup and says, well, I guess I'll put you back on your skiff and send you on your way.
Where's the
I'm
crew of
not
the
leaving
Prometheus?
until you tell me where my crew is.
They're down in the basement. The hold. Hey, did you know, Geoffrey, that your ship had a little bit of a spider problem of some kind? Don't worry, my crew took care of it.
Can I drop my weapon under the table with a sleight of hand check?
I'm trying so hard not to attack this man right now because I will see what everybody else to do.
There's a reason why I positioned myself where I'm at.
Did I?
Listen, my guy, there's a reason we're not turning the elemental plane of water upside down right now to look for that tablet, and it's because we have some things that are a little more important. But unfortunately for me and you, I kind of happen to give a shit about that woman that's unconscious behind you there in the cabin.
Me too.
So how are we gonna make this right?
Well, what was your sleight of hand, Leon?
Oh, let me see. 17.
17. Okay, cool. Leon?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Leon, you make your sleight of hand. You don't notice anybody reacting to you.
I want to look over at Geoffrey and just give like the slightest nod to him. Look across the table at Geoffrey and just give the slightest nod to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's nothing more, lore, Mavari, right?
Yep.
Remind me what you asked. I was too busy thinking about sleight of hands and other things that I fully lost that moment.
I said, unfortunately for both of us, I happen to give a shit about that unconscious woman behind you. How are we gonna make this right?
I think we make it right by you and your little gang here walking away with your lives on this skiff of yours.
Well, that's not going to happen. So what are the other options?
Okay, cool. Hard bargains.
Look, we wouldn't be worth our salt as potential dread pirates if we were just gonna walk away with our tails between our legs.
Right.
Let's
You said we were gonna
dance,
make
buddy.
a deal.
If I don't have a tablet, and I, according to Geoffrey, don't have the Prometheus by the end of this exchange, I want Oksani.
What for?
Let's just say the lore fans and I have not been friends for a long time, and I've been looking forward to killing them all off.
Well, that's weird, because I thought you were working for the Academy.
Yeah. And I've been promised that Admiral's head by the end of all of this.
A lot of people making you a lot of promises, huh?
So far, I'm seeing a lot of things that you want, and absolutely no reason for us to give you any of them.
She's got a point.
It seems we're at an impasse if you think you're gonna be able to get stuff in this situation beyond your lives, or maybe the crew in the hold.
Well, we'll start with the crew. That's a pretty reasonable thing to be bargaining for. You know, I'm a little curious about something, Smolder. If you don't have friends, you don't have family, your crew won't say boo about what they are to you. What do you need all this for? What's so damn important to you?
I just want it.
Just want it. Good enough for some, I guess.
Well, Smolder sits back. We're at an impasse, so unless you figure out a way to offer something I give a shit about...
Do you care about your life?
Is that a threat?
I think it's a
Depends how you
question.
take it, I guess.
Though I wouldn't try Drizzle.
It wasn't a threat, it was a question. She asked you a question.
We're having a polite conversation like you wanted. Do you value your life?
Smolder gets up.
I shoot.
Okay.
Lore gets up at the same time Smolder does. She was moving as soon as anybody moved.
As Smolder starts to move, I shoot. My gun is under the table.
You shoot him right in the junk.
I want to. Does that give me advantage?
In the junk advantage?
Yeah, you have a surprise on Smolder.
Okay, great.
You are not acting yet. I'm gonna just see what Leon.
Sweet. Advantage, right?
Yep.
Dope. Uh, 22.
22.
Yes.
Okay. 22 shooting into Smolder. So you hit Smolder.
Awesome.
Now he'll never have any family.
Yeah. As soon as he like moves his chair backwards, my finger was already on the trigger. I just blast him underneath the under the table with advantage, so that gives me sneak attack. Yep. If I'm correct. Yeah. So he takes. Wait, is there anything else that I can do? No. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'm correct in assuming there's no. I guess on Tailspire I don't see a crew member behind Leon. Correct.
Sorry. There would have been at this point. I'm gonna move some crew. You have been sort of flanked.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to double check because what Geoffrey will do here in a moment is going to depend on whether or not there was crew behind him or not.
That's cool. Okay. That's 27 points of damage.
27. Okay.
27. Yes.
Awesome. So you shoot the shot. You see as the blast launches out from under the table as Smolder stands up, in interrupting him mid-statement of, well, I guess, gets shot, 22 points of damage.
Can I shoot him again?
It is a singular action. That was the one that you did.
Okay. That's cool.
Jasmine, you may take your action here.
Amazing. That's what
Okay,
I was hoping
awesome.
you'd do.
You do that, and a bunch of things are all going to happen in this surprise.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did we all get a surprise round? Or no? I didn't prepare anything. Yeah.
No, it's only the people who are preparing shit.
So is it initiative time?
No, because a lot of people noticed Leon doing what he was doing and prepared stuff in response.
Oh no.
Oh, with my
surprises aren't us.
You didn't get away with it, Leon. You just didn't notice anyone notice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do what you must.
So Jasmine, as you turn into the T-Rex, let me give you a quick dinosaur here.
And that's a curse.
You've been cursed.
Yeah, to burn.
I like it. I love it.
Yes, Flacco.
This is a singular action that you get. Yep. A lot of people just basically a lot of people just readied a bunch of stuff on each other for if things popped off.
This is so good. I love it.
Awesome. No.
Woo! What a fantastic curse, especially for this particular encounter.
So much. I hate it. All right. Okay, so Jazz, here is your T-Rex.
So cute. Oh my god.
Jazz, you take yourself and move yourself out of the way, put your T-Rex back where you were. All right, audience, you let me know and you interrupt me, gang, if the audience decides something. However, Leon, as you shoot the shot, you watch as the two figures behind you immediately, almost lightning speed, move in. They're going after you. and they are going to take attacks with you with their single actions. They are swinging out at you here, and they are going to both attempt to strike you with scimitars. Okay, what's your AC, Leon?
15.
15, cool. Both of them swing into you, both of them striking you, dealing 14 points of damage, slashing damage.
Can you give them to me individually, please?
Yeah, 8 and 6.
On the one that is 8, I'm going to use my reaction to uncanny dodge that one to half it to 4.
Hell yeah.
So 10 total, is that correct?
10 total then, yep.
Awesome.
Or 12, no, that'd be 12 total.
Okay.
You have it to 4 plus 8 is,
4 plus 6 would be.
oh, no,
10
4 plus 6
yeah.
is 10. Yeah, sorry. Wrong one that you have. Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
10
both
damage.
of
Yeah,
them-
yeah.
Both of them step in, swinging immediately at you with their blades, cutting into you. Geoffrey, I believe you were sort of the last one prepping a thing in this moment. Is that
I
right?
had no, actually, he nodded to me and I rolled percentile dice and I rolled a 7, which means Geoffrey did not see the head nod and he was
Okay.
far too wrapped up in his own frustration and anger and his own thought
no.
about starting a fight to see anything go on.
Awesome. As all of this happens, you see as these initial attacks go on, you see as a different member of the crew of the Reavers looking down, pulls out a gun, taking aim, and is going to shoot at Jasmine. Jasmine, what's your AC? Okay, well,
It's not
they
hard to
hit
hit a T-Rex.
they hit you? No way. Yeah. Awesome. You take 6 points of piercing damage. As the bolt goes into you, and it is going to be initiative.
Oh, baby. Here we go. That is a 21 for Geoffrey.
Wow, it really
Jake, would you say potentially the way that Lore positioned herself kind of at the ready that I would be able to draw my weapon while standing up?
You got a hundo P.
Thank you.
All right, everybody remember your numbers. I'm going to blast through it here in just a second while I do a couple others for 1 second here. So, okay, cool.
Hell yeah. I did too.
Oh my god. Brandon, that initiative is insane.
Thank you.
That was pretty great.
Awesome. All right, Jazz, what do you got?
Brandon rolled 10 higher than I did.
All right, Bleeze, then Geoffrey, Lore, Leon, Drizzle. Bleeze.
18.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
28.
Good God. Insane.
11.
Nice job, Driz.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. You all start to go. Leon, you shoot immediately, standing up, shifting yourself. You notice that members of your crew are starting to move as well, as many of the Reavers are all starting to move. You hear Smolder. And it's your turn, 28.
Cool.
Yeah, you're on deck.
All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a bonus action. I'm gonna take that little pebble that my great friend Bleasnoit gave me, and I'm gonna cast Kinetic Jaunt as a bonus action. I empower my movement with dance-like steps, giving me an increased movement of 10 feet, and I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the same space as another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna kind of like spin around in my seat, and kicking my legs out from underneath the table. I'm going to like slide across the table over here by Geoffrey.
Yeah.
To get myself away from these two guys right here, and I'm gonna position myself over here by our big boy over here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So this is a new round, right? So for sneak attack, if he is within 5, would you say he's within 5 feet of Geoffrey?
He is within 5 feet of Geoffrey. Yeah.
Lovely. All right. Yeah. First attack. 16 to hit.
16 misses. You see as the hit hits his body and deflects off of the stone of his body.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He's a big armored buff guy. All right. Second attack. Oh no, that's a natural one.
You got 2 luck still, dude.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Can I luck?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's luck that. Come on, dice. That's another 16. Not great. I think I want to go ahead and use my last one too.
Okay.
I feel like it is important to hit this guy right now. Big damage. Come on. Damn it. Wow. Okay. So I miss both my shots.
Leon.
Super upsetting. Did my gun jam or something?
You stand up. You take a shot with both of your shots, and you actually watch as one of them sort of just bounces off of Smolder's body slightly, and then you take a second shot, and you see a ring around Smolder's finger glow slightly. It bounces off again. You think he probably has some sort of thing increasing his AC. Yeah.
That's not good at all.
That's gonna be ours soon.
Yes.
Drizzle with
yeah, me too.
Positivity.
I need more.
Awesome. At the end of Leon's turn, Leon, anything else you want to do? That was your action. And your
do I have any movement left? I have an extra 10 feet.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
if
have
I've used
15
all
feet.
of it.
You have 15 more feet.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna whip around and kind of look at all of these guys. They all have scimitars. Do any of them have ranged weapons?
Yeah, you see that the 3 up on the top of the ship looking down are all pulling out crossbows. You see that some of the other end of the ship, further like towards the front of the ship, are starting to pull out ranged weapons at this time. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But everyone that's in our immediate vicinity doesn't.
Correct.
Sweet. Okay, then I'm going to use the rest of my 15 feet of movement to kind of position myself over here. Like,
all right. Awesome.
Right underneath, so that way those guys can't rain holy hellfire upon me.
As you race over there, Leon, you are nearby Oksani's quarters, and you can actually see the door is open. Oksani lays head down on the desk there as you got close. I'm just flagging that. You won't be able to move in there, but you're seeing.
Okay, that's cool.
Leon, you dive over the top. Geoffrey, it is your turn coming up. Before your turn, though, Geoff, you see Smolder say, no, this is my victory. And you see Smolder suddenly grab a little chunk of his body, shatter the stone of it, and throw it. And you see as like shotgun buck shot, you see it scatter out in front of all of you, and he is casting the spell Shatter.
No, he is not. Counter spell. And what level is he casting Shatter at?
He is 2nd level. So
okay, it is immediately counterspelled. Fuck right. That bitch.
As Drizzle, as you reach out, you say, "No, he's not." You see, in that you hear the voice again. If you believe it, it is true. And in this moment, you also have a flash of an image of a cloud in a whatever shape you choose it to be in this moment. You see as a huge middle finger comes out.
Floating there.
Just
hell yes.
And then you see as the spell goes out, and then like rewinding, it fizzles away, and Smolder is back and going, shit. All right. So Drizzle used counterspell. Awesome. Geoffrey, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I think Geoffrey is going to. I don't think he's used. I mean, he has a good crew, but it maybe doesn't have some that are as magically inclined as the people he's been with recently. So I think he is taken aback for a moment as he's preparing to get hit by whatever just happened, and then he does it, and he goes, "Oh, I've wanted to do this for a long time." and he takes his big fucking gun off of his back, and basically, I mean, he's within 5 feet, but I don't get disadvantage on range attack rolls from 5 feet, so I think he just plugs the barrel of his giant ass cannon directly into Smolder's whatever is closest to him, center of mass, and fires off 2 shots directly, just
Awesome.
directly into that. And I think, does he currently have any weapons out or on his person?
He does. He has a pistol that you can see that's pretty hardily strapped to him, and you notice that it seems to be like carved in runes and is made entirely of like bits of quartz and other stone packed together. You see then he also has this wicked looking mace or maul of some kind that is also
Cool.
looks to be arcane in nature.
Cool. So question for you. I have some trick shots I'm able to do as a gunman. One of the ones I took was disarming shot. So I'm curious if I'm able to expend, I have some grit points trying to knock one of those. I guess if he's not holding it yet, could I potentially knock it off or shoot it off his belt at this range, or would it need to theoretically...
He will have advantage on the check. You can still try it. He will have advantage on the check.
He automatically gets a nat 1.
Sure.
If the audience picks him, you know.
He did, they
I'll
did.
go pick
Also,
some.
the
Yeah.
audience, cool. Thanks.
So I think, I mean, that's what he would do. I think he understands how dangerous Smolder can be, and so I think he's going to plug these shots, but his first shot is going to be the disarming shot to try to get that.
All right, go for it.
I think it's going to be the gun first. It will be the first thing he tries to shoot away. So from point blank range, that is a natural 20.
Ooh, hell yeah, Geoffrey.
Yeah, let's go ahead and natural 20 that directly into his chest cavity. And that's also going to be the disarming shot. And he's going to, because he gets 3 attacks now as an 11th level fighter, he's going to very quickly reload and fire off another shot directly into him. And that is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Okay, so we're gonna roll 9d8 plus 8.
Hell yeah. Love it.
No, so why I need to reload his giant cannon, so his second attack was reloading, and his third, 9, so this plus 8. I don't know why I can't see those popping up. So 35 plus 8 is 43, and theoretically would need a DC 15 check to not have his gun blasted the fuck away, but he fails because he got a nat 1. So he takes 43 points of damage from this giant cannon. Is this person right here within 5 feet of Smolder technically?
No.
No, okay, great, cool. Then all of this damage just goes directly into Smolder.
And then you have 2 more attacks, right?
No, those were my...
Oh, okay.
Just 40
Hey, you know what?
points per attack.
Hey, you know what? Why not? This seems like the right time to action surge.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go ahead and action surge as well. And he's going to take... Ooh, I think it might only be 1 more, because his third attack was firing, so his first attack is
Fire.
reloading. His second attack would be firing, and his third attack would be reloading. So he's going to pump 1 more shot into this guy, which is a 24 to hit.
Okay, hits.
Which is another, however much that just was, another 14 points of damage. So a grand total of 57 points of damage, I think that clocked into.
Ooh.
You watch as Geoffrey pulls out the cannon, and you see as this railgun starts to spark, and then suddenly, one shot, chunk of Smolder blasts away. You see magma leaking out like blood on Smolder's chest and across it. You see part of his arm has been almost destroyed in this. Yeah.
Let's add 4 more points of damage. I'm sorry. I also have Astral Spark, so we'll make that 61 points of damage total.
He's dead. We killed him. He's dead.
And then
That's
as the second touch shoots, and you see as again Smolder gets blasted back, and staggers And then you see a third shot shoot Smolder right down the calf, and chunks of stone scatter across the stone as Smolder just gets staggered, looks beat to hell from those shots. That was rough for
He's magma.
He is not yet bloodied, but you think that he's pretty hurt from that. Awesome. Geffrey, as you take that, Smolder looks back at you and says, you've got some teeth now. And then is going to raise a hand and then pull it down, and you hear, Reverse! Take it out! And you watch as your little skiff blasts start to rain into the skiff that was parked between your ship and theirs, and the Prometheus. And I'm gonna need someone to make a your disarming shot. You watch as the pistol had flown away from Smolder as well, landing on the deck and scattering away.
Behind him? Can I pick it up?
Yeah, it's at your feet, Leon.
Awesome.
Love this.
Somebody needs to make for me a Constitution saving throw with the skiff. The skiff has a +6 to its saving throw, and you have to beat a 15 on this.
Heck yeah.
Rolled right off the ship.
Into
there
the
you
void
go.
it goes.
Meets beats, baby. 9 + 6 is a 15.
Hell yeah.
You watch as the Reaver shoots blasts into the skiff. The skiff, you see bits of wood scattering away. The skiff manages to stay afloat. It has not started to sink. But you look, another salvo on the skiff, it's over for the skiff.
Do we care about the skiff?
Not really.
Are there
is the
people
prisoner
on
on
it
the
other
skiff?
than the Mind Flayer? Yeah.
They're still in the closet.
Hey, omelets and eggs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. Wow. Jeez Louise. All right. Smolder's turn is going to happen now. You see as Smolder sort of, you hear this locking and breaking sound as he puts his arm back together, the magma starting to seal it back, though chunks of stone have gone missing. And you see Smolder look down and sort of look for the pistol and go, shit. Pulls out the maul, and it looks like a mace in his hand, but it's a maul. And then goes in for you, Geffrey. Just starts swinging down at you.
I think Geffrey's just screaming at him as this is happening.
What's your AC, Geffrey?
I think it's 15.
Awesome.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
Enough.
You see, with the first hit, you see as it just cracks across you, Geffrey. Second hit smacks, breaking into your arm. Third strike beats across your face. You are going to take 6d8 plus 15 damage.
That sounds right. Like meets like, baby.
68 plus 15? Jesus.
Geffrey, as the mace rains down at you, you watch as it almost glows with this semi-radiant light as it smashes into you, and you take 44 points of bludgeoning damage from a Smolder in this moment.
Somebody did more damage.
Geffrey leans in real close and whispers that into his little rock ear.
It hurts. It hurts him dearly. He doesn't have much, and he cares about his persona, and you hurt him.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that
I think Geffrey does that really cool thing where he looks back up after getting pummeled and just spits out a tooth.
It's a tusk.
Takes someone out.
And then you watch as Smolder finishes his action, beating into you, and then you see as you watch as he turns, shifting his gaze across everyone else at the table, and says, "You don't know who I am. I am the Reaver itself." and everybody has to make a charisma saving throw against fear.
Cool.
Including me? I'm behind him.
I'm gonna use one of my looks.
It should be charisma. Let me just check here. It's frightening presence. Let me just. It is a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, wisdom.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
That's better than
So
charisma.
that went from a 17 to an 8 for me, because it is no longer a charisma saving throw.
17 for Geoffrey?
Obama is giving the luck out right now.
Yo, Flocko,
I'm
you
gonna
are
use another
fantastic.
luck then. I'm gonna use another luck. I don't want to be scared of this man.
What's our DC? I hit a 16 with my roll.
His DC is his DC is 18.
18?
Do I have to
There's
roll?
no way I can do
Because I'm
it.
behind
I'll just
him.
be scared. That's fine.
I mean, what?
Ooh, I am going to use a luck then because I got really close and I'm sad I didn't make it. That's better. That's a 21.
I'm right there with you, Geoffrey.
21.
Geoffrey ain't scared.
21.
Oh! Nick.
We're not. In the group chat, we decided we're not trying to kill the crew.
Thank
Well,
goodness.
we're trying to
Yes.
see who we can turn.
Yes, please refer to the group chat.
Refer to the group chat. We think we can talk
Awesome.
him down.
You watch as this almost like miasma of fear drips from Smolder. So who raise your hand if you got scared.
Again, do I have to roll? Because I'm behind him. Is it like an area thing, or is it like a?
You do not have to roll.
Sweet.
It's a cone of
It's like a
fear.
cone of fear. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping.
I feel like Drizzle was talking a big game. She's frightened because he's shooting her buddy. She's the only person that likes Sven, but she's very frightened for Sven.
Awesome. You then watch as this miasma of fear pours out of Smolder. Each of you kind of looking at him. Those of you who feel that fear grip into you, you have disadvantage while you are within line of sight of Smolder. You cannot move closer to Smolder.
Disadvantage on everything?
It's disadvantage on everything while you and Smolder can see each other.
That's okay.
Although if you're near me, if it's a saving throw, it becomes a straight, giving his advantage.
Wait, aren't you like aren't paladins like immune to fear?
Well, I mean, I also did not. I don't know. I'd have to look, but that was actually a saving throw. So Drizzle, you are close enough to re-roll that. Or
Yay!
with
We'll
advantage.
see. It's a 15 total.
Jeff, you are close enough. Thank you for
good.
whoever has
Okay,
that up.
so I still passed. I just didn't use a luck. That's all that means for me because I
Sweet.
rolled twice. Cool.
I got a
And
15 total. I
is
still
that-
suck.
Is that you, Leon, floating? No, that's
me.
Bleeze.
No,
Is that
that's
within
that's
range?
Bleeze Noise. Yeah.
Please, if you needed to re-roll, you can.
Okay, then I did not use a luck, and I got
There you
the
go.
advantage.
Look at that. We're good at this game.
All right, so
I have to keep remembering that. I'm sorry, guys.
So Jazz and Driz, you are still frightened. As I understand, everybody else did lux of some way, shape, or form. Awesome.
Correct.
Smolder's turn then concludes. It is going to. Oh, actually, no. Smolder can do something here. Smolder is going to back up. There is no one within melee of him. Has a non.
I'm not within.
Not
5
without
feet?
him. You have a ranged weapon though.
Oh, that's true.
Smolder smiles at you.
Smack him
And
with
then
the
just
gun.
starts backing up and is right up next to you and starts moving into it looks like he's trying to move into the place where Oksani is.
Hey, buddy.
Can Geoffrey yell? Can Geoffrey yell something to try to?
Yeah, go for it.
What are you running?
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Please know it's your turn, followed by Jazz.
I'm gonna luck that because I don't want a natural 1 on my persuasion check. That's not much better. That's only a 6.
Cool. Please.
All right. How big is this guy? Like, how tall is he actually?
He is about 10 feet tall.
Can I make it all the way over to him and attack?
You can. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna fly directly towards him and grab his face, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave
Yeah.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
Is Thunderwave also going to hit Leon and Oksani?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, you said Oksani's inside though, right?
Yeah, the door is open.
Oksani's unconscious. If you
Oh, will it? So it'll hit. Oh,
That'll straight up kill Oksani, possibly.
Please, what are you doing, please?
I mean, it's a 15-foot. If I'm up high enough, would it be over top of everybody?
You,
How does this work?
I will give Oksani advantage on the check.
Actually, if you
Right.
could get higher, you could hit all of the people up on the deck too, which might be kind of sick.
I could just aim it upwards at a 15. You do.
yeah, I know.
Jasmine, with much love to Max,
Yeah, I know.
you should probably look at the group chat. These things are being discussed.
It is a 15-foot cube from self. There is not really a directing of it in specific ways without meta magic. So, what are you gonna do, please?
You do anything else?
I'm gonna Thunder Wave him directly in the face.
All right,
I'm gonna be like, you killed my son. And
Leon.
I'm going to try and take his head off.
Okay, Leon, make a Constitution saving throw. I'll make one for advantage with Oksani, and
Yeah, okay.
And Smolder will make one as well. So I'll do
Do I,
Oksani.
do I have any lux left? Because my well, look, I might not even need it. Let's just roll. 16.
What's your DC, please?
16.
16.
Beats. Woo! Can somebody give Oksani luck if she needs it?
He's already rolling.
He's not
Oh, yeah.
vulnerable at all for being part stone, is he?
He is vulnerable to thunder damage.
Oh, that's why you. Oh.
Please, as you surge forward, he has made the check. He uses one of his legendary resistances to pass this check. So he'll take half damage, straight damage, because he's vulnerable to it. Please, as you fly forward, what does it look like as Bleed explodes, and what's your damage?
There's a rippling wave behind me as you can hear the thunder start to roar as I come up and I just grab him by the face, yelling, "You killed my son." And I do a straight 21 points of damage to him.
Okay, 21?
21.
All right.
42 would have been a lot nicer.
You see as the thunder shatters parts of his face as he looks back up at you. As you grab him, you take 11 points of damage, Leon, the thunder damage from Bleeze, and you see Oksani rock back as well from the... As parts of wood shatter in this part of the ship, Bleeze, as you were flying up there. That was your movement and that was your action. Anything else, Bleeze?
I think that's... Fury at a small. For Franklin.
Oh, nice. Okay, and that's 12 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It's equal to your level.
Yeah.
Aren't we level 11?
We're level 11.
Oh, 11 damage?
Wait, we're level 12? Okay.
No.
Let me just
no, wait.
All right. Let me edit this real quick.
Awesome. Jasmine, it's your turn. Yeah.
Just disadvantage.
Okay. You see this guy look up at you as you're a big T-Rex. Okay.
What a horrifying image.
I swear.
What a horrifying phrase.
Just shits a zombie out of her chest. Blah. Incredible. Just incredible.
The zombie coming out of your ribcage. Gross, gross, gross.
right. No. The guy go, ah! And it swings in. This still disadvantage? Okay, got it. Yep, hits. Okay. You watch as as a dinosaur, you swing down, biting into him, and you hear him going, I didn't sign up for this. This is really what I thought I was going to go on. And then just gets, I'm killed. 36 is just enough to, I believe, kill these guys. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hits, swinging in.
It's still a good amount of damage.
Okay, 25 points of damage. Awesome. 25. You see as the other guy gets smacked. Awesome. And it just gets, and then your zombie's like, looking around as well.
Welcome, Raiders.
Okay. I'll have it go at the end of the round. Awesome. Okay. You hear some of the crew going, Captain! And you watch as 3 of the members on top of the deck all take aim and are targeting the giant T-Rex.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nobody knows.
Remind me what your AC was? Awesome. Okay.
We've got a bless from Flacco.
Bless from Flacco.
You've been blessed.
No, Flacco, you need to cool your word.
And he got a 4 for Flacco Bama.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
No!
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Melanora.
Awesome.
10 temp HP, I like it. I'll take that.
You, Jazz, as you get your temporary HP, you all feel this blessing of Melanora wrapping around you for a second. You then see as the 3 members on top of the ship take aim, shooting with their crossbows. You take 35 points of piercing damage. As 4 bolts hit you. They each shot 2 times, so they missed a couple of times, but you're a big T-Rex, and it's easy to kind of... Awesome. You then see as 2 other members of the ship say, Captain, what do we do? And Smolder says, sinker. And you see as they run over to the front of the ship and start messing with the anchors, the astral anchors here. And you see as they are going to make checks to try to start releasing the anchors, you see that they are starting, but not fully successful.
They're trying to sink the ship that we are on?
Yep.
That they are also on?
Yep.
That makes
Up at the front,
no
you mean
sense.
these 2, correct? Up here by this stuff?
Yeah, those 2.
I'm assuming it's like a space anchor. It does special.
It's a dimensional anchor that functions as a space anchor, so it just
A
stops
spanker.
moving.
A
Yeah.
It just makes its own gravity.
Release the spanker.
Awesome. After the
Release
crew-
the sphincter? What did you say, James?
Banker.
Spanker.
Oh.
Not the sphincter.
Laura then Drizzle.
My.
Okay, Lore is going to. I measured it. Lore's going to head straight towards Smolder. I believe I provoke an attack of opportunity by this guy.
All right.
So have at.
Yeah, will do. Have it. You take 5 points of damage as he swings and strikes you.
Does he need to roll to hit with an attack of opportunity?
I rolled with an 18 on the die.
I have a 20 AC.
Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah, okay. If he has a plus, yeah.
I
didn't know
doing the
what- I
math a bit.
Nick, I didn't know what his plus was.
Sorry. I want you to know I'm not out for you here. I just kind of figured, unless you were Bleasnoik, I wouldn't have to worry.
I didn't know what his plus was, so even an 18, I was like, it could have missed. Okay, cool. So how much? 5 you said?
5.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let me just pop that in here. Okay.
You go low, I'm going high.
Yep. Yeah, Lore is just going straight for this guy with the glaive, with bonus action, branding smite. That is nice because it is the next time I hit, it goes off. So even if I miss, it'll just go off the next time I hit, which is nice.
Cool.
All right. So glaive attack. I'm hoping that hits. Let's see what I add to it. 24? Wait a minute. No. Yes? Hold on. I don't know how to do math. 7, 14. 24. Yep.
24. Yeah.
I had a math issue. I'm sorry.
Awesome. 7 plus 14, right?
Yep.
21.
No, 7 plus 17.
Oh my god. Oh, okay then. All right.
7 plus 17.
So 24. You swing in. Yeah, you slice into him.
Okay. I'm gonna go for my second attack, and then I'll roll damage if you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. That's a non-natural 20. Does that hit?
Now natural 20. Yes. Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. You watch as he is going to use a reaction. And you see as he, Laura, you've fought a lot in your life, and you see that with almost like a gladiator's instinct. You see as he shifts himself, punching away, like fist into glaive, buries it into his fist for a second, and then punches it away, stopping you from dealing very significant damage. So kind of deflecting you away, increasing his AC to 20 for that turn. So
Nice. Okay, and so he beats it. Okay, so that'll be one hit.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and roll damage, including the branding smite. So the glaive glows when it makes contact with him. And we've got nice. Now I've gotta roll the, let me double check what the damage on branding smite is. I think it's 2d6 extra. Yep, okay. Radiant damage. Not that I think it necessarily matters for this guy. 24.
24? Cool. Jeez, guys, you guys are doing a lot of damage. You're doing a lot. I don't know if you guys have tracked that at all. You're doing a lot really fast. Awesome. Laura, you swing in and your branding smite burns up across. And what does the brand look like on Smolder? Drizzle, as you're turning, your turn's about to come up, you're watching this. What's the brand look like, Laura?
Oh, I think CJ froze.
Bye, CJ.
No, she's just.
I thought that they were just
Thinking.
so unimpressed that
He's
they were
thinking
fully
really
frozen.
hard.
Drizzle!
Yeah.
Drizzle, it's your turn. What are you going to do, Drizzle?
Their power went out. There's an ice storm where they are. Drizzle is going to. She was going to get up on Jasmine's back, but she thinks that might confuse the message. She's just going to stand on the table. And as I would like to use my bonus action, if I can, to just stand on the table and say, "Glory! Sure, across the astral sky, with a captain who
You're
loves
breaking
you."
up. Wait, you're breaking up. You broke up almost all of that.
Okay, she's screaming. So what she is saying is action, adventure, a high life across the astral sea, a captain who cares for you, and a life you can be proud of. This piece of shit doesn't care if you live or die. All you have to lose are your chains. And she's going to try to convince the crew that they do not have to work for this man.
Amazing.
Okay. Shit.
We can offer you
Okay.
benefits.
Wait, what? We can offer you what?
We can offer you anything with benefits and a loving heart.
You
Gentle.
say these lines, and as you say these words, action, adventure, they are almost like a broadcaster's voice echoing in the air for a moment. What are you doing this with? I'm gonna need.
I'm just yelling. It's not a spell. We did save their home plane, and we are excellent pirates who are always looking.
I hear you bargaining. I'm gonna need you to pay me something though in this, more than just a persuasion check.
I know that I need my action to do something else if this doesn't.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen if you want to. If you're gonna have to pay something to try this. I love where you're going with it, and I want to honor it, but it costs something with benefits.
I can't afford it not to work because Sven will die automatically if they shoot that ship again, right?
It seems that way.
I guess I'm gonna let Jasmine kill him. I'm going to use my action to call forward Bubble Boy, and I'm gonna hypnotic pattern all the people on the guns.
Why are you not doing the persuasion thing?
Not if it's an action, I can't.
Oh, okay.
There is, I mean, I don't have the action economy to let Sven die, so.
Awesome. Cool. You instead you call this out. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Rad. All right. I just wanted to check. I wanted to honor it if you hit real crazy on this. But you call this all out, and you notice for a moment that what you've just done is not for naught. That you notice that the crew of the Reavers for just a second are like, holy crap, they've beat the shit out of Smolder in like no seconds flat. They might be like pretty dangerous. Like maybe this notorious evil penguin posse is stronger than we thought they were in this moment. And you're noticing for a second, Drizzle, you can read the room. The morale is shifting. You didn't shift it, but it is like you didn't like get it to the next level, but you've started it a little bit. But then you pop your Bubble Boy out and you hear this voice saying, if you believe it, it is true. And
I need them all to make Bubble Boy is doing hypnotic pattern on them. I need to remember how hypnotic pattern works. I believe it is a wisdom saving throw with DC 16.
Cool.
From all three of them. And it's a 30-foot cube, so it should get all of them within 120 feet. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And we've got to hydrate, guys.
One of the two, thank you. One of the two is stunned, the other two are fine with nat 20s.
That sucks.
Okay.
Can I use my reaction on my turn, right?
Yeah.
Silvery barbs. Reroll that. I think just one of them would reroll.
17 on the die.
Okay.
So,
Well, I was gonna try to convince them that we didn't have to hurt them, and I thought the fact that you were currently eating them might mess with that message a little bit.
doesn't help.
Yeah.
Awesome. You watch as Drizzle, you call this out, you feel the morale shifting, and all of you sense it, but Drizzle, you are at the heart of it for a moment. This almost clutching of the morale of these Reavers for a second, as you see Smolder sort of getting battered back, being beaten up, and then you turn, you cast your bubble. This pattern washes across these members armed with the cannons, and you see one of them kind of like, ugh, goes stunned and goes, oh, and faints, and the other two fully lock in with the cannons again. Drizzle, as that passes.
I'm going to do one more thing on my turn.
Yeah.
How far away is the skiff?
It is 15 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step back to where Sven is.
Okay.
I don't need to breathe, and I can fly.
Drizzle, you still have a movement. You will have to run into the ship.
Yeah, I'll use my Misty Step to get out of this thing and start sprinting back.
All watch as Drizzle dips off into the ship to get Sven. It is going to be the crew's turn. The crew, you see, is a chunk of them race over from and surround you, Geoffrey. And you see as one of them is actually kind of like body blocking you to block you from shooting at Smolder in this moment. And they are taking their swings at you. Remind me your AC?
It's 15, and you also did just get cursed.
Come on!
Woo! Fuck Obama!
Curse of a 10.
if you say it, fuck about, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna be pissed.
Say it, Flacco. You know who you want.
Oh, who's turning into a succulent?
Who's a plant?
His name is S and rhymes with boulder.
Oh, it does. I was thinking like a blue steel smolder.
All right. No, you jerk! You absolute jerk! All right. God darn it.
The best thing is, Jake, I don't know if you know, there's actually a succulent that you could pull in from Tailspire.
Yeah, somebody get it.
I remember becoming this.
You watch as this curse suddenly grabs hold of Smolder and he just pops and suddenly disappears, becoming a little succulent for a moment. However, members of the crew race over and start to swing at you, Geoffrey. Of their attacks, it seems, four attacks land on you. I forgot to check. Okay. Geoffrey, you are going to take a little bit of damage here from them as they swing into you. You take 29 points of slashing damage as they swing and strike into you. Jasmine, the two that you have been picking a fight with turn and are attacking you as the T-Rex in this moment, and they'll be swinging at you. Great. I'm just checking. Okay, cool. Jasmine, you take 32 points of slashing damage from these two swinging into you. The highest damage attack was a 9. Yep. Awesome. So that's the crew, and now it is the Reaver's turn. Yeah, you took 4 hits total. The two guns take aim and are going to shoot at the skiff again. Somebody make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
I feel like Deanna should do this one.
I do it 'cause I'm
She's the one in most danger.
Go for it. For a fucking mind flayer, I just want to point that out. A mind flayer that tried to kill everyone.
And
Here's
now
a-
Frito.
Can you see it? Can you see my
Grizzle.
one?
Oh
Those dice are beautiful.
Wait, don't you have luck?
You should have at
I
least.
was with disadvantage though, but how would that would make it a straight roll if I used a luck, right? And I don't think I can use a luck on the boat because it's not. I don't know.
Is it
Oh, that's a good point.
disadvantage?
That's just a 1.
Well, I guess now it's a really good thing that you don't have to breathe, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Drizzle.
job.
You race into the ship. You all standing on the Promethea for a second sees the cannons shoot again. Parts of the skiff scatter away, and you see the engines fail, and the ship begins to plummet. Drizzle, as you are inside of the ship, make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 16.
All right. You all watch as the ship begins to sink, disappearing below, and the Reaver moves up alongside the Prometheus, shifting as the tentacles start to grab hold of the Prometheus itself. And at that, we are going to a break.
Let's not
This is
Okie dokie.
terrifying.
Welcome back, Jasmine. As you stand there, as we come to the end of the round, you all watch as the ship, the Nautilus, the Reaver itself, tentacles from it begin to reach out, gripping hold of the Prometheus. You see as the skiff that Drizzle was in begins to sink, but Jasmine, as you take this all in, assessing your next steps, Jasmine, make a strength check opposed. You have while with her.
How close are you to lore?
100%. You won't have disadvantage on this because it's a succulent, and I'm gonna just honor that this time.
Oh,
That's a scary plant.
24. Awesome. You suddenly feel something hit into you, and as you quickly look, you see Brock, the first mate of Smolder, and Earth Elemental itself try to kind of grab hold of you and then fail to pick you up, and is going to make one last check to try to WWE pick you up over their head.
Holy crap.
Yeah!
Strength saving throw against DC 24.
Oh, shit, sorry. Okay, I totally forgot to look at the chat. Flock Obama reminded me I did use silvery barbs. It didn't work, but I do give somebody else advantage.
Flocko, you are fantastic.
Yes. I'm going to give it to Geffrey because this seems like Geffrey's antagonist here, and he's got to beat the shit out of him.
Fuck this guy.
24. 19 on the die from Brock. Right. No. Your speed becomes 0 as you watch as Brock steps over and says, "Get over here!" Picking you up over his head. This elemental raises you up, grabbing hold of your body as you grappled in his arms, and lifting you higher as a T-Rex. Okay, awesome. And that is the end of the round. Top of the round, Leon. Oh, zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're good. No, thank you. What? Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Red. You watch as the zombie steps forward. My name is Jameson, and striking at one of the guards, and actually successfully hitting. Cool. The zombie manages to strike into this guard right here, and it is now going to be Leon's turn. Has not yet killed that.
Sweet. So, I see this little succulent. How long is he a succulent for with the curse?
1 round.
So for this entire round, he's a succulent. Dope.
Yeet that succulent over the edge of the
That's
boat.
really what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick the plant up, and I'm gonna walk over here in full view of everyone. I'm gonna walk over here to the edge of the boat,
straight Danieling this man.
Oh,
and I'm just
no!
gonna staring at Brock specifically, since he's holding my first mate. I'm just gonna hold it over the over the edge. I'm gonna say yeah, okay, so this fight's over. I'm the captain now, and if any of you have a problem with that, you can say goodbye to Smolder. Do you understand?
Make a your call on what type of social check this is.
Oh, this is persuasion because I'm dead ass serious right now.
With advantage.
But thank God for advantage because that first one was a 1. Ah, that's much better. 24.
I'm gonna make one check here. I'm just gonna roll a d20 here real quick, just to see. Okay, cool. Now, things slow down very quickly for a second here. As Leon, you hold this over, and you notice that all of the crew of the Reaver has stopped to kind of watch what's going on in this moment. Leon, you have mass sort of like stunned everybody in this moment, but it's everyone else can act. So, Geoffrey, it's your turn. I'm gonna make a quick check on the flower. The flower sort of wiggles a little bit, and you feel between your fingers, Leon, a little bit of like dirt sort of like falls through your fingers.
Cool.
Does Geoffrey see that?
100%.
Yeah. Oh, I've literally got it in my hand over the ship.
It's like in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie when Keira Knightley's holding the keys over the side of the boat and just like, "You gonna call me on this?"
And Geoffrey, you notice like a little bit of dirt, like not a lot of dirt, but just a teeny bit.
I think Geoffrey looks at Leon and just says, "Throw it." If he doesn't throw it within the next few seconds, Geoffrey is going to do something else. But I'm gonna wait to see what Leon's reaction is to
this moment. Geoffrey, what's Geoffrey look like? You have these two pirates next to you, blades out. Geoffrey turns, looking at Leon. This scene is slowing down a little bit. There's like a breath, a pause in this second as you are looking here. And Geoffrey, you have this moment.
What does Geoffrey look like? I feel like without wanting to go into too much of what Geoffrey knows about Smolder and whatever else, I think Geoffrey sees there's almost like a moment of, I don't know if hope's the right word. It's like Geoffrey looks like he wants to seize on an opportunity.
Cool.
And he looks his I will say this. He's normally holding his big cannon in two hands. I think his right hand has come off of the bigger gun that he's holding, and I think as he says, "Throw it," he has put his other hand on his chest pistol.
Cool. Okay, Leon, Geoffrey, you see a little bit more dirt falls off of the flower and down into the kind of the gravitational void. Leon, what do you do?
I say, give me a second.
Okay. Leon, that's you. You're holding an action in this moment, more or less. Geoffrey, you have the remainder of your turn. After that will be Bleeze and Jazz.
You want to make a persuasion check, Leon? I don't know
sure.
how this works. I think if you don't want Geoffrey to do something, you're going to have to persuade him that you.
I'm going to say,
the situation's under control. I'm going to make a persuasion check. That's cool. 24.
24?
Yeah, I don't know if I would roll something against that, but that feels like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt in this round. But Geoffrey looks not desperate, but Geoffrey looks like throw it. But is nervously kind of looking around at everything else happening at the moment.
Yeah, Leon's kind of looking at everyone else too.
There's a lot of pause here. Please, it's your turn.
Staring at him while you don't throw it after Geoffrey tells you to throw it. He killed Franklin. Drizzle's gone. Why are you still holding that? And I will ready magic missile.
Cool. Jazz? He's sort of holding you, but there's like a pause here. Is everyone seeing what's happening?
It's gonna do a somersault in the area of grappling.
Cool. Make your strength check. Yeah. Jazz, we're gonna get to you. I want to just check lore. What do you?
With the obstacle out of the way, Lore is going to cross the remaining few feet to Oksani and lay on hands for 10 hit points.
Oksani looks up at you, and there's a moment of like fear and then extreme relief as she sees you.
We've got it mostly under control.
Are you hurt?
Me?
Yeah.
Not much. No. Very, 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 like there might be a little baby cut. So
Cool.
that's
All
about
right.
it.
That Oksani reaches out and lays on hands you to heal a little bit of that baby cut.
I am currently 6 under. How much do you want to do it for?
6.
Okay, thank you. It's just like
Cool.
I think we're gonna be okay. And just kind of like stands and straightens up and kind of.
Jazz, what was your strength check? You managed to bite Brock, and you like try to flip Brock, and then Brock flips you and still has you. Yeah.
Oh no.
Awesome. Yeah. Leon.
It's the one you ate like Kirby style. You like.
Leon,
Oh.
you are standing here. People are pausing. You see a little tussle happening between Brock and Jasmine, a little bit of a power struggle, but otherwise, nothing. Everyone else is watching this moment. Do you do anything? You don't have to. I'm just checking in this beat at this point.
I dropped the flower.
Rad. All right, cool. Rad. Drizzle. You let go of the flower.
Mm-hmm.
Drizzle. The ship is sinking with you. You race to the ship. What are you up to?
I'm finding Sven.
Okay.
How long does that? Can I just use my move action to do
That
that?
will be your move action.
My move action. I'm gonna just open the door, grab him. Everything's cool so far.
That's good.
I'm going to begin levitating.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
I don't know how much I'm moving through the skiff and everything and getting back out with him. Would that be a movement and an action to do that?
Drizzle, you managed. The skiff is breaking apart as you race over, grab hold of.
I just slam the door, but I essentially just take him by the arm like a football.
You see that he's awake now, and he's sort of like, oh, he's like trying to figure out what's going on. He goes, "What's happening?" And
They blew up the boat. We're
You
getting
grab
out
him?
now.
you go and you start levitating, and you're out in the void for a moment. You're out in space with him,
Okay.
and that's where you are.
How do I see anything that's happening up there?
You watch a flower start to pass by you. and then
I'm trying to decide if this is metagaming or if Drizzle would have done it anyway, because why is there a cute little flower? I can use a sorcery point to turn levitation into a bonus action and then mage hand as my action to just grab that thing.
it's up to you.
But why would you?
It's a fair distance from you.
It's falling off the other side of the ship.
And it's just a flower.
Oh, it's the other side of the ship. Yeah, this flower.
Yeah,
like
I'm way over
Okay,
here.
60,
Yeah.
70 feet away.
I don't know if Drizzle would do it, so I'm going to say that she doesn't do it.
The flower passes.
That was a great moment of panic you gave me. Thanks. Appreciate that.
In all of what is happening,
I'm just floating upwards. I think at some point I'm going to hit the underside of the Reaver, right? With Sven. Just holding him like Superman and Lois Lane while he's still bound and gagged in my arms.
yeah, you watch as the flower drifts down, as you are floating up. Everything has sort of slowed down for a second, and then all of you on top of the Prometheus hear like a pop sound and a no!
Is that
You watch as Smolder fully reappears into existence and plummets as an earth elemental through the gravitational field of the Prometheus into the space itself and is gone.
Whoa.
Where is gravity pulling him in space? Is he going into the elemental plane of water? Where is he being?
You think he's probably going to wind up getting ripped in that direction.
Awesome.
Will he survive
I turn Sven around in my arms so he can watch it too.
You watch as the icy grip of space starts to encase Smolder. You see steam coming off of the body, and then eventually fizzle and stop, and you see it disappear into the darkness. Gone.
Wow. Cool.
Leon and gang, you stand atop the ship.
Can I say something now?
Yeah.
As I drop the former captain to his death, he kind of stands up a little straight, straightens up his jacket, and he says, this ship is now under the command of dread pirate Leon Greer. And he'll look over at the tentacle ship that's currently like attacking us, and he'll point to some of the some of the earth elementals and earth genasi. He'll say, fire on that ship.
Got it. In this moment, Geoffrey, you watch as Leon says this. The rest of you see this as well. And Leon, I need you to make for me a persuasion check.
Got you.
And Leon just said to fire on the Reaver ship, correct?
The Reaver ship, yeah.
But what if we just took it? Like, I can't talk right now.
Do we know
but...
if our crew is on this ship?
Yeah, Smolder said that they were in the hole.
Okay, great. It's not that we're blowing up the Reaver and then we find out that everybody's in. Okay, great.
Yeah, I assume. Yeah, Oksani's crew was on Oksani's ship, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, 100%.
Okay. That's a 19 on the persuasion roll.
Yeah. You watch as the Reavers who remain on the ship, including Brock, all look at you, and Leon, and all of you who are aboard the ship see killers. These are people whose code is loose. It is not tight-knit. Their loyalties are flexible. As they all look at you, Leon, and Brock put you down, Jasmine, and they go, all right. They shuffle past you down into the lower deck of the Prometheus, and you hear them loading the cannons.
Leon, Geoffrey kind of pushes past these two people that are close to him. We still can't fight that ship in the Prometheus. Look at it. If you open fire on that ship, the crew remaining on that ship will destroy us. Just wait. And Geoffrey starts heading towards the Reaver ship.
What do you need off of the Reaver ship?
We could just
The
take
ship.
the ship.
That ship has no captain anymore, and we cannot fight it. We either take it over like we did this one, or we lose.
I feel like the ship has no captain. This is the perfect time to take it off of the board.
Why wouldn't you just take it?
This is a tool, Leon. This is not an obstacle. That, and he points over the edge of the ship, that was the obstacle. This, and he points to all of the other crew around, this we can deal with. But with that out of the way, this is a tool.
Just in case you're still considering blowing it up, can somebody throw me a rope first?
Oh, and Geoffrey turns to one of the passing. You, throw a rope.
They ignore you for the time being, and anyone else here can do so except for Lore, who has something going on.
Would I be able to just fly down there and just grab them and pull them back?
Please,
up?
you can go and pick them up and bring them back over. In this moment, I'm going to give you two a second, Leon and Geoffrey. You're right. There's a conversation happening there, but I want to pop over to Lore for a second. Lore, you stand there in the room. Oksani looks up and it's like, thank you so much.
Yeah, well, not only are you family, but I don't think Geff would have been able to live with himself.
I managed to get my hands on this before he knocked me out, and she slips you a key.
What's this?
It's to his vault, or whatever he has on his ship.
Okay, thanks. I'll be back. Hang tight. And Laura's gonna run back out.
Leon
Kind of-
blew up the loot.
Kind of is gonna.
No, I thought it was a cool move.
Leon, Laura, you're striding out. You hear the
All
cannons
right.
being loaded.
Hold your fire.
Hey, good call, Captain. We've got a vault on that ship. Oksani just gave me this. Hands it over.
Okay.
Give him a chance to surrender. Anyone who doesn't, we'll throw him overboard like their captain.
Who turned him into a cactus?
I would also like to know.
The blood gods.
There's a lot of, you hear Brock. There's a lot of chaos on the astral sea all the time. Geoffrey, Dread Pirate Leon. There's still about 30 of them in that ship, but we know where to hit it. You just want us to remove the rest of the Reavers?
They either join us or they die.
I'll go talk to him if you would like.
Jeff? How about you go with Brock?
Yeah. Feel like I want to insight check this dude?
You don't have to make an insight check. This guy is loyalty is so thin, but you get this sense that this is a guy who's like, I just want to live. I don't want to die. And if there's money, there's
Priority 1, live. Priority 2, don't die.
Yeah. Priority 3, where the money at, right? So he's like so untrustworthy, but also has just watched you soundly defeat his former captain.
Yeah.
So he's like not into losing in this moment.
Geoffrey will walk up to Brock and say, yes, I think you will address your 2 new dread pirates appropriately, and I will go with you to commandeer this ship.
Okay. Geoffrey, you stride across the ship. And in this moment, as Geoffrey steps across, Geoffrey, you will have a chance to speak to the Reavers, if you would like.
Talk your shit, Geoffrey.
But I would like, before Geoffrey gets there, the rest of the crew nestles on the Prometheus. The crew, the Evil Penguin Posse, in this moment. And you find yourselves successful for a second, and there's
Not yet.
pause. But, Drizzle, what do you have?
I'm gonna grab Bleachnoik's hand and we're gonna run downstairs, presumably, to
Yeah.
find Franklin.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
You race.
The way we go down, I'm just gonna be like, I thought you were dead. I thought I lost everybody.
She's gonna
Right.
pause and sprinting down the stairs and doesn't give him a big hug. You don't have to worry about me. Promise I'm not going anywhere.
See if he has to be. He
Like,
has to be down here.
I know that Franklin is okay.
You race down the bows of the ship. And as you move, you eventually round a corner and you see what looks to be spider armor, broken and shattered, crumpled like what looks like when you kill a spider, where it folds in on itself and you see blood spattering the armor. Beyond it, you see what looks to be like a makeshift prison has been created. And you see figures moving around in it as you stand here. That's off about 15 feet from you.
What do the figures look like?
I'm going to the armor.
You go to the armor, you see that it is the crew of the Prometheus stuck in what looks to be like a makeshift brig. You can see Koba's in there, you see that Yagi, and you see a lot of the other members of the, Val is in there, yeah.
There's something that I want to do, but I'd like to go to Bleachnoik first.
Please, you race to the armor, you see that there is blood in it. As you race up, it looks broken and battered. It has clearly been in a fight.
There remains inside of it.
Make an investigation check.
12.
Yeah. Looking and searching around in this armor, you find what seems to be like a leg in one of the leg sockets, but you don't find, it's too beaten and battered in this moment. And then you hear, "Dad, what are you looking at?"
I run towards the voice.
You feel it tackle you from behind first, as Franklin goes, "Yo, I got in a big fight and I managed to get away, and
I could see that.
Yeah, the armor got me through. Sorry, I couldn't.
I just told him.
Mom, I'm sorry, I couldn't answer. They were looking for me."
Yeah, Mom was in the ceiling looking for Frank. So Mom comes back out of the ceiling. She just falls out. She's gonna run up and scoop. They're both so little. She's only like 5'2", but she's significantly bigger than both of them, so she's fully gonna pick them both up.
Dad, do you think you can make me a peg leg?
Yeah, we can manage that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say right now, I should go on adventures with you. It was really scary.
I'm just glad you're alive.
Glad we're together again. Did you win? Did you save the universe?
We did.
Oh, good.
We turned the guy who took your leg off into a cactus and threw him into space, and he froze to death and his body fell apart.
Fuck yeah.
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 And she's gonna put you guys down and give Franklin a big kiss on the head and go, okay, I know they're all waiting. And then she's gonna jog over and start letting people out, but we don't have to do that. Right?
You let folks out, they can stream out. Awesome, rad. You have rescued the crew of the Prometheus in this moment. Leon, Jasmine, and Lore, you stand aboard the top of the ship. Oksani has wheeled out as well and is just looking with admiration to all three of you in this moment, and says, "Dread pirate," and nods in your direction, Leon. But you three have just a second here if you would like to have any reflection here.
Yeah, Jazz is gonna go grab that gun off the deck that had been thrown.
Did Leon pick it up?
I don't think he had a chance to. I think it got thrown at his feet.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely went for the plant and not the gun earlier.
Got it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna pick it up, kind of dust it off, and then very calmly, with her heels clicking on the deck, walk back to Leon and offer it with the grip facing out towards him.
Leon, as you reach out, you see that this is compacted quartz, granite, amethyst, and jade pushed together. All these various gems and minerals combined as if like a fist had crunched it together, and you see arcane runes covering it. And it says, written in an arcane script, "Shatter," across its handle.
He'll look at Jazz and give her a smile and take the gun from her. You just kind of admire it for a minute.
Captain. And there's a lot of emotion in that one word. But despite her terse appearance, you hear the pride in her voice.
Dread pirate.
Dread pirate Leon Greer.
Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
If I
think it
know,
does.
and if I'm reading the waves a little bit, Oksani says, I have a hunch I'm gonna need a first mate again.
Jasmine kind of half turns around. I think you may have to look elsewhere for that.
Probably. She reaches out, she takes Lore's hand for a moment. At this moment, as there's a pause here, at least one gunshot goes off in the Reaver ship. But eventually, Geoffrey, what happens? And what did the crew of the Prometheus watch in this moment?
I think Brock does know the ship a little better, so I think Geoffrey almost used him as an escort to get onto the ship.
Yep.
And as he crossed through Reavers of different in different stations, manning different weapons, started to peel off as they noticed like shit stopped happening over there. What is Brock doing with Geoffrey, the first mate, yada yada, and they all end up on probably one of the bigger decks up front, and Geoffrey yells, "Reavers! Your captain is dead at the hands of new Dread Pirates, myself and Dread Pirate Leon. Dread Pirate Oksani is back in our custody. She is free. You have two options. Surrender and follow us, or join your captain in the waves of the gravitational sea. Choose now."
Is this intimidation, persuasion? What would you like this to be?
Probably intimidation. I would roll with.
Cool.
I'm gonna luck that. That's an 18 instead of a 1.
It is quiet, but then you hear, "Dread pirate! Dread pirate! Dread pirate!" as the chant starts to raise up from the river. And you stand upon its prow, Geoffrey.
I think he turns to Brock and nods and then punches him square in the stomach.
Ugh.
And then nods again and gestures for him to follow as he calls out, "Remove the tentacles from the Prometheus and hold position. Your captain will be back."
They do so.
And strides back towards the Prometheus.
Okay. We are out of any sort of round-based thing, but I do invite scenes as people need them.
Would we say at this point that the crew of the Prometheus and Koba and Franklin and everybody are coming up onto the main deck?
Yep.
Yeah. Loud and joyful, I hope. Always, that's the charge the Drizzle would like to do. This is the most successful we possibly could have been. Franklin is alive. Everybody's okay, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's good.
Okay.
Just down a pinky.
As
Geoffrey's still
Oksani.
bleeding.
As Oksani takes Laura's hand, there's a pause as they hear the ruckus, the dread pirate from the other ship, and then looks back and says, "Captain, not long ago I would have done anything to be your first mate, but I have some news."
You have the Tablet of Fate.
Well, it's about my father.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hive mind, an elder brain called True Belief. It has been controlling people, and we have confirmed that it has been controlling Admiral Lorfan. He didn't leave of his own accord.
As you say those words, you watch as something all Reavers and Dread Pirates that you've noticed up until this point have had tattoos of some kind. You know that your father had them. You notice Oksani's. She conceals most of them, but those that you spot flare with a radiant light for a second. As she listens to your words as you explain this. Then I have a new target. And something I can use to save my son. Or something I can kill, I guess.
That's kind of the thing. He kind of looks back at like Leon and everyone. We want to take it down. In whatever way that means. They're affecting the universe, the multiverse, and we're gonna stop it. We've got the elemental plane of water on our side, or at least the people that were there with us when we saved it. If we have you, if we have I think Captain Leon made friends in Dis as well. So we've got a real shot. We might be able to have more than vengeance. We might be able to have justice.
You see that a lot of the crew of the Prometheus nods in that moment, and Oksani is just taking it in this second. I think we could.
So, you ready to take down True Belief with us?
I'll have to think for a minute. Give me some time.
Yeah.
But yes, in all likelihood.
That's fair.
Cool. She kind of separates herself for a moment.
I imagine at this point, Geoffrey has been tentacle lifted back onto the Prometheus.
Yep. And you all are together. You find yourselves together.
One thing I wanted to quick clarify or ask. I think at the beginning, Jake, you alluded to the fact that maybe Leon had the tablet in the bag of holding. But did we establish that Geffrey was hanging on to it because he's the only one that can touch it, or did we just get it in the bag of holding and then give it back to Leon? I genuinely don't remember.
Yeah, I guess like what's.
If I haven't given it to you yet, I give it to you now.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I
I
wanted to determine. Because if you had it, I think that one of the first things outside of Oksani's, as she stepped back into her cabin to go over,
She has parted ways. She will not see this exchange.
Okay, yeah, I think Geffrey would stroll right up to Leon and kind of, pull him closer, take him by one shoulder and steer him away a little bit and say, "Give me the tablet for now. I know the ship, I can provide security for the tablet, and as far as I understand, none of you can touch it. I won't tell Oksani, she won't know I have it. I can keep it safe until it's needed. If it's ever needed."
Of course. I trust you. And he'll hand over the bag of holding.
He takes it and ties it to his belt.
If I may make a suggestion, I'd like to try and, not right now, but soon I want to try and figure out a way to break that curse, so maybe we can use the tablet a little bit more effectively.
You mean break the deal?
Break the deal? It's basically a curse.
Hey, if you can.
I won't say you'll know where to find me, but you'll be able to find me.
Well, I think we might be able to contact you. I mean, if we have a second, I'm hoping we can go to the Mecha Anus, and then we'll be able to talk to everybody.
I'm sorry, one more time?
The Mecha Anus.
Mechanist is...
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Oksani? I need to speak with her. I need to tell her about her son.
Jazz looks back
I
at
told
Lore
her.
and then, yeah.
Oh,
but I
good.
didn't tell her about the other thing.
He sighs a little bit. Is she in there?
Yeah.
Okay, and he goes to speak with his former captain.
Yeah. Okay, what's the gist of that? I don't know if we're gonna make a scene of this.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. I also maybe it's just Josh being a ding dong player. I don't remember what the other thing was besides the big reveal that
It's
her
a tablet.
Oh yes, okay. So thank you. I thought I was like, okay, is there something else I need to tell her? Josh, think. No, okay, yeah. I think he's just gonna go check on Oksani. Essentially, just like, you're my captain. You know, I think needs to have a maybe small conversation like, hey, there's 2 Dread Pirate roles open now. I am leaving and gonna try to make
Outta
something
here.
of this.
Yeah.
I'm going
moving
to
out.
college, Mom.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I almost blew up your ship. My bad.
Yeah, that's, you know what? You saw reason in the
Leon
end. That's
was
okay.
like, we need 2 Dread Pirates and 1 ship.
we still need our own ship.
In my defense, though, this ship looks evil as fuck. I was like,
Jasmine would fuck it. She was wanting that ship for herself. She was like, we can drive that shit around.
Jasmine grew up playing with a little model of this in her youth. It's like fucking around with it.
And it all comes
When I
full
grow up, I
circle.
want to drive one of these around.
yeah.
As Drizzle's coming up with this jubilant sort of mood, Lore's gonna meet her there and be like, "Did you find Franklin?"
Okay, you can see Drizzle has a moment where she wants to say no, but then I'm assuming that Franklin is right after. You can see Drizzle go, it would be really funny to say no right now, but that might be too upsetting.
Just
Oh,
walk up there and toss the bloody armor on the deck and be like, no.
Good lord.
He got in a fight. I'm thinking I have to talk to Koba, but then I'm thinking Koba might make drinks, and I think Franklin can have a drink because once you've lost a leg, you get to drink, I think.
If you're old enough to fight for your
oh,
ship,
if
you're
you
old
lose a
enough
limb,
to
you get to drink? Man,
You've always been able to drink.
she shows you her pinky.
When did that happen?
Right, I didn't tell you. There was a lot going on at the time. Don't worry about it right now.
I'm gonna see if Koba has those drinks that you snort instead of drink. They're really cool.
100% Koba has fully started, like, with a number of other people, like, all right, well, hey, you know what? Things are looking good, but everybody, let's get some libations. Let's get some food. We've been stuck in the brig for a little while now, so let's do some yoga. Like, people are starting to
It's a yoga alcohol party.
Hell yeah.
Oh God! Could you
that's
get more
the
packed
dream.
like
Isn't
that?
that just Twister?
Yeah, that's Twister going on in the middle of the day.
They fully pull out a Twister mat. Somebody's like,
Oh my
doing the
god.
thing. Yeah.
Hearing
People
the
are-
God, I
okay.
fostered a good crew.
Hearing the news about Franklin, Laura's gonna nod, like clap please on the shoulder, and just go below decks.
Cool.
So the bag of holding, is that my bag of holding?
I think so.
I believe
I
last time
think
we
it's
put it
Geffrey's
in the
bag of holding now.
portable hole.
I mean, I could make it not exist. That'd be real fun.
That would be
I
interesting.
mean, it technically isn't needed anymore, so it would just pop out, right?
We
I
don't
need to
want
talk to
Oksani.
Jeffrey about it.
I believe
Did
Was it in the
Laura hand
portable
over the
time?
key?
last time we put it in the portable hole and not in
I don't
I gave
mind
it to Leon.
I don't mind handing over the portable hole. That's fine.
Cool. Then
Yeah,
still
or
need to
I mean,
talk
it
to
sounds like
Jeffrey.
there's a giant ass something like a vault or something on the Reaver ship that you were given a key to that we could store it in and you could leave
We
with all
should
your possessions.
see what's in there first, too.
We should
Yeah,
definitely
the
see
alcohol
what's in
yoga
there.
party makes its merry way over to the vault to see if there's cool
Yeah.
shit.
You notice that, like, the crew of the Eternity or the Prometheus are like a little wary of the Reaver crew at first, and then you notice Koba be like, "Look, we're all gonna be friends now for a little while, right? So let's get drunk. Let's meet each other. Hi, I'm Koba," and is starting to hand drinks out to the Reavers and is sort of like breaking the ice of that moment. And you make your way over to the vault. As you move into the lower parts of this ship, nautiloids are crafted in kind of like almost a spiral within the shell itself. And as you draw closer to the center, you eventually find Smolder's quarters, the captain's quarters. As you make your way in, you notice that a lot of what hangs about the area, you see maps of the multiverse, you see various charts and other things sort of trying to map out the multiverse itself, and you see all across these, like, where daggers have been plunged into either planes or pockets of space or nebula. You see as well a lot of, like, treasure and gold has been hoarded and lays across the desk here, lays in corners. You notice that in the bed, you spot what appears to be like a really fine golden, like, chandeliers hanging right above it, of this soft and comfortable bed. And you see that in the back of the room there is a obsidian vault, not huge but sizable, sitting back there.
I think Geffrey would gesture for the key from Leon.
You walk up and hand it over.
He'll go and look back at the rest of your lovely crew and say, "Let's find our spoils." And
Okay. So as you open this up, it first strikes you that there looks to be like 5 items of some kind sitting in this vault as you open it up. Each gleams with an arcane energy. And you also see a ledger sitting nestled up and leaning on the side of the wall here. And then you watch as pouring out is platinum, gold,
Oh hell yeah!
and jewels, diamonds, just riches pour out of this, paling the already gold filling this room. This is the cream of the crop riches coming out. Each coin, as you see pouring out of this vault, is emblazoned with the Spelljammer Academy icon on it, like their symbol as it pours out, which is not uncommon. That is a fairly common currency, but you know that this would have been like minted by the Academy.
It's enough to buy 2 whole ships, at least.
I was wondering, now that we came into a huge quantity of money, it suddenly seems a little bit more relevant. After we completely destroy the current administration of the Academy, is anybody gonna, like, do something with that?
What do you mean?
With
Like,
the money?
Run it.
I mean, like,
Oh, with
it
the
did
Academy.
teach people how to do arcane stuff, right?
I hadn't really thought about that before.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do anything with it because honestly, I'm not that great at school. I just think somebody should do something with it, right?
Something to think about for sure.
I think Geoffrey looks around at the variable treasure hoard that just poured out and says, I think we'll be able to find a way to split this well. Keeping in mind, I'm likely going to have to pay this crew to not immediately backstab me.
They all get
That's
a raise.
another major question. Are we like splitting the crew of the Prometheus? How are you just going to go with this entire evil crew by yourself?
No, so I mean, long-term goal, I think Geoffrey's going to try to cherry pick some of the more loyal members of the Promethean crew to join him on this crew to help seed good faith. I mean, not that he thinks he's going to be able to turn everyone on this crew from bloodthirsty whatevers into very loyal crewmates, but I think he's going to try to start, just make sure he has some people that are on his side that are not completely just willing to turn coat right away. But I think the initial upfront logic is, hey, look, I have a shit ton of money now. Let's make sure that people are going to stay loyal for a while for the reasons they're currently thinking, and we'll eventually get to the loyalty part.
Right.
Jazz is gonna take the quote-unquote 5 items and see what's up with them.
Cool. Yeah. You guys are going to start like kind of investigating this. Anyone else doing anything specific with the anything in this treasure? I'm gonna finish you all out for a second to a degree, and then jump to Lore, who's in a different part of the ship. So
I definitely pocketed a little bit, a good bit of the treasure, just for our. I mean, I'm not even trying to hide it at this point. I'm just like.
Yeah, I imagine that we're going to have to like sort through this, because I think there's going to need to be some sort of cut between your crew and now mine, and I don't know if that looks 50-50 or different. I mean, from a metagame standpoint, as a guest player, I have no desire to shaft you all. From an in-game standpoint, Geoffrey's not going to give every bit of this treasure to you guys, and so I think there'll be a split there. I think maybe trusting that he's not the magic boy, and that Jazz is going to go take a look at some of the more magical items that aren't just whatever. I think he's going to start investigating the office, as this is now his office or his quarters a little bit more, to
check out the
suss
ledger,
out if
too.
there's
Make
anything
an
else.
investigation check, Geoffrey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with Geoffrey. Could I help him investigate?
100%. One of you can do it.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
one of
also
you
gonna
can
be
do it.
talking with
if
him.
you have anything other than a +0 investigation, you should do it, because if we both get the chance to, because mine will not be wonderful.
The succulent, though.
Well, let me use my luck at the end. Oh, that was even worse. 14.
You're going to be looking around. It's going to take time for you to find anything. As you all are starting to look around,
I'm also going to be talking with him really quickly.
and I want to check Leon and Drizzle. Anything you were doing specifically?
I mean, after talking about like maybe somebody wants to be a school superintendent, Drizzle's not really interested in stuff, so she's probably going to head back to the party. And at some point tonight, I don't think in this session, but at some point in game this night, she wants to talk to Koba.
Red.
Yeah.
Awesome. Leon, anything?
Nothing really. I think Leon's just thinking about getting his ship back.
Cool.
I'm guessing we're gonna stick with Oksani on her ship.
So I'm gonna now bounce around a little bit. Jasmine, as we go through Lore's scene, every so often I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna describe what's happening for this little crew who's on the Reavers. But we're gonna check on Lore as well. But Jasmine, you start identifying. And the first item, there are 5 items in this vault there are 6 players here. I'm going to elect somebody to roll a d10.
I can do it since I have the tail spire going on.
Go for it.
D10. Hiya. A 3.
3. You find, as you were searching around in here, what appears to be like, as you grab it and touch it, it looks like it's almost like a small, like, action figures shield in size. And as you grab it, you realize that this is a pocket shield. And you can, if you want, as a like a reaction, you can turn it into a large tower shield that has a +3 arcane bonus to it. It is a +3 tower shield.
Oh, wow. That's pretty dope.
But is otherwise concealable, entirely concealable on your person while you carry it around.
Sweet.
Ooh, I like that.
Seems like something police would make.
You've made your way into the bowels of the ship, of the Prometheus. What's up? What are you doing?
En route is probably going to pop by wherever Kobe is and just be like, liquid's back. You got a spare bottle?
Hey, yeah, of course, yeah. There you go.
Thank you. Glad you're okay. And it's just gonna kind
Hey, wait, hold on.
of kind of like caught in the act, like holding an entire bottleneck, like, yeah.
No one just wanders on in and goes, get me the whole bottle without a bartender just going, you good?
No, but it'll be fine. I mean, it really will. You'll be filled in on all this, I'm sure, but there's a massive hive mind controlling people, and we're gonna probably go take it down. At least we are. Oksani's still thinking about it, so, you know, it's one of those, there's a resolution on the horizon kind of things.
Got it. Just to check, the last time I eavesdropped a conversation of yours, even with Leon, we're not talking, are we talking daddy issues too, or are we just talking hive mind issues? Cool. I'm going to take that silence as you might need a little bit of time on this.
The Venn diagram, and it's overlapping so hard.
Laura just looks at him and just is like, you know what? Yeah. My dad's controlled by the hive mind.
Shit. Okay. I'm going to let you take that bottle, and I'm going to come and check in on you at some point coming up in the evening. That's a pretty hefty bottle there, so it's
I'm
more
pretty
one of those
big.
things that's, yeah, but if you need somebody to hold your hair or just like cry it out, right, we can figure that out. So here you go. And
I maintain what I said, that you are way too good of a person. But thanks. I appreciate it.
thank you so much.
All right, have fun.
All right.
Don't go nuts.
Have fun as well.
Yep, I'm gonna revise this thing I've been writing because it blamed the Academy for a lot of things that is not the Academy's fault. So I'm just gonna get writing.
I'm going to just pause you for a second, and I will say that even in like any situation, the systems in place are, even if like individuals are a little bit like getting controlled or whatever might be happening with a hive mind, God knows, there are still systems in place that can be fucked up. And so this had a system that ghosts were always being punished, and it was fucked up. So the Academy can still be blamed. I just want to give you room to hate them too, the system itself.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Cobra, and
yeah.
This is literally just Jake as an NPC.
Yeah.
I've talked to this
Just
man
Jake
like
talking to
about
CJ,
D&D
not
stuff.
Koba.
But I'm gonna leave that bottle with you, and I'm gonna see you later.
All right, but thanks for giving me the space to hate more people.
Yeah.
Finger guns, walks away.
All right, and you hear Koba go, "Hey, everybody, raise a glass to hating people! Woo!" Raises the glass up as it leaves. Awesome. Back to the party. You two are digging around the cabin. Leon, you are sitting here thinking about things. Leon, make for me an investigation or a wisdom check of some kind in this moment. You two are digging around the cabin, Bliznoik and Geffrey, and Jasmine. Anyone else but Jasmine, I'll roll a d10.
I got it.
You said investigation or what now?
Or a wisdom-based check.
Oh Lord. Well, I mean, those are pretty much the same thing for me. So.
Hydrate time.
It's a 3.
I hydrate with grape juice.
I
Jasmine.
hydrate with a vegan protein shake.
You find a rod that you can click a button on.
Nice.
And you discover you're holding an immovable rod.
That's pretty big.
That's so great. I rolled an 18.
18. Cool.
Okay. Let me start making notes of these things because I'm not forgetting.
Yeah, you better. You're investigating this. You find an immovable rod as your second item. Bliznoik and Geffrey, this is taking you some time, but you're kind of like searching around the room, just investigating stuff. Look in the room. You haven't found much. Leon, you're looking around and you're starting to notice that you're like just like standing here kind of thinking about your ship, thinking of getting stuff back, but your brain, as somebody who grew up like having to deal with maps to the academy all the time, is looking around and you're noticing that you're starting to get like an inkling that something's up. Something's off in this room. You don't know what it is, but you know that something's there. Your like brain is like, hey, I found something. It's something weird, but I don't know what I can't tell you right now. Or you haven't like dug into it. Does that make sense? I'm gonna leave this to you to kind of think about. Jasmine, you are continuing to look through the items. You guys are just like sorting shit. Anyone else but Jasmine or Bliznoik, roll a d10.
I do it.
Go for it.
Let's see. 1.
Not sure if we're supposed to roll high or low, but I hope it doesn't matter. I hope that it doesn't matter.
Awesome. Drizzle,
Succulent.
roll a d10 again.
Again?
3.
3.
I'm doing so good.
You find a wand, Jasmine. As you hold up this wand,
Okay.
Drizzle, you and I are looking at it you and Drizzle are looking at it for a minute, and you determine that this is a wand of mirror image with 3 charges on it.
Nice.
Nice.
Drizzle is fully gone, by the way. She's already going to
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So Jasmine, you determine that. Bliznoik and Geffrey, do you want to keep looking around the room? Do you want to do something different?
I don't know if this sounds too bullshitty. I have a passive insight, or I guess passive perception and insight of 17. Does Leon like visibly seem to change when he realizes something is off?
Yeah, his brow might furrow a little bit. He might look like start looking around. When you say something's off, do I not feel safe here?
No. There's something you haven't like put together in this room. Something's weird about this.
secret compartment. There's definitely a secret compartment. Find the secret compartment.
I think Geffrey sees Leon making that look and goes, "What?"
Awesome. Liam, make the check again with advantage. Bleez, what are you doing?
Eyeballing that gigantic cannon on Geffrey's back.
Okay, go.
And I'm talking to Geffrey about it. Because I watched it in action during this fight, and it was pretty great to watch you unload that point blank. It was very impressive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. It's it is one of my. I love this thing. If that has not been clear, it was a gift actually. I served on a ship with the Githyanki for a while, and Made some modifications to one of my favorite weapons, and this is what it turned into.
Would you mind if I made another modification to it?
Are you gonna break my cool ass gun?
No.
He
I'm gonna make it even more of your favorite cool ass gun.
He takes it off and puts it onto the desk and says, "Have at it, mechanical man."
Cool. And I will need to spend a
mechanical
long rest
goblin.
with it. But I will be infusing this.
Can you make him like it's a Blastoise, right? The
Make it a giant ass predator cannon.
Make it the Hammer of Dawn.
I'm just gonna make it so you don't have to ever reload it.
Oh my god, this thing's gonna be a fucking terror if I don't ever have to reload this thing.
Holy
He's gonna
crap.
back for the
Wow.
final battle, right? With his never-ending gun.
Also, you know, once you have this, like, you'll know if I die like 7 days after because you'll have to reload it again.
Shit.
Is this one of your artificer abilities?
It's an infusion.
Yeah, artificial infusion.
Leesnook died. Shit. I gotta get him back.
That's a repeating shot infusion.
You spend a little bit of time, you tinker around, you are infusing this. Liam, what was your check?
Do I have a luck?
How many of you used
Dang.
this game?
I've used, I think, 2.
I
You
don't
have
know
one
if-
more than we
Yeah,
all had
Flacco.
like 3.
Flacco has been dumping, and Afraid Not and Flacco have been dumping so much shit into this game that I'm just
Hell
like,
yes.
It's hard to keep track of it.
Crap. Okay, 14.
14? Okay. Cool. It's something's tickling in the back of your head. But
Is Geff able to make a check for realizing, or was that me just giving him advantage?
that was the advantage.
Okay, fair enough.
Jasmine, you are checking the now 4th item.
We need more lucks.
Anyone else roll? So CJ.
I think
Sure,
I've
I
rolled
can
a
do
D.
that. I also rolled a 3.
No way, seriously?
Wait,
Yeah, do you want me to re-roll that?
No, you
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. This is, I think, the 3rd 3 in
Fourth.
out of 4 items.
the fourth 3 out
Jasmine.
of 4 items, yeah.
You are looking, and the next thing you pull out, you actually you have to. It is a axe, and you see that the axe head is covered in rust. And as you start to identify this, this axe is an axe of sundering, and how it functions is it is a +1 great axe, but on a nat 20, you can. Any object that is 20 feet by 20 feet that you hit immediately disintegrates.
Oh. So that is scary, but
Does that
really
work on
cool.
people?
Said anything.
Any object, sorry,
Oh.
like material object. You cannot disintegrate people.
Would it disintegrate their clothes?
What if they're a succulent?
That's a
They
plant.
are living. It's a living thing. You can't do it to living.
Turn them
stuff.
into a barrel, James.
Okay, good
Thank you
idea.
for the round of luck. Afraid not.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah. Good luck.
Just in case we didn't
All
have
right.
enough.
A couple other things before we get to the 5th item, as you are all searching around. There is the ledger within the safe that you can pull out and look at as well. And there's a couple of things that get pulled out. You guys are kind of just digging through shit. You learn that Smolder has been taking payments from the Spelljammer Academy. You also know that according to this ledger, and as you're looking, yes, Drizzle.
I just want I want it in the video that James went from, I think, having something like 4 million Valor tokens to now having 0 Valor tokens over the course of this entire game. He's a huge loser and he deserves to suffer. That's all I want to put out.
So
Wow.
you determined that the Admiral has been taking money from the Academy. You also notice that the Smolder has been taking money. You notice that Smolder has orders from the Academy to find the Tablet of Fate and to bring it to Isaac at Spelljammer Academy.
Oh.
You also notice a pretty old piece of paper here that says it's actually like part of Smolder's sort of like records as a captain. And this was from like 15 years ago or more even. No, not even 15, like 20 to 25 years ago. And it talks about how Smolder convinced the Admiral to travel to the center of the multiverse, to a place that Smolder called the Nest. But you notice that there's no like marking in that diary of where the Nest is in this moment.
Smolder is the worst.
And then you notice that there's a latest missive that the Eternity is traveling unaccompanied and in secret from Mechanus right now.
Oh.
On the way, baby!
So you have a missive that was kind of classified to Smolder, being like, okay, the Eternity is going to be moving unaccompanied by anybody shortly.
I want my dragon back.
And those are, so you find all those things, Jasmine.
Oh, that was the 5th magic item? Was this?
No. The 5th magic item. You do not roll for this one. Jasmine, you pull out a deck of cards.
Fuck no.
Oh no.
And you know immediately what it is. It is.
Yeah, I did. You're right.
Yeah. You recognize this as a very powerful artifact.
Oh, fuck
that has
me.
moved through the multiverse over the years.
Is it many or several things?
It is many things.
Oh, dear. You know, Jake, this is actually really funny. Me and James were messing around with his real life deck of many things last night.
Oh, wow.
And just seeing what horrible things could happen.
I mean, the first card you drew, you just disappeared forever.
Yeah.
Leon and Geoffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Something still bothers you. You've read these notes. You see Jasmine looking at this deck for a second. Is there anything you want to do in this moment?
Make another investigation check.
Do it.
Is there an argument for a shipwright check in this point? Am I getting the vibe? Or now that my brain's being tickled?
Oh yeah,
am I,
you said wisdom, right? Shipwright is wisdom.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm +9 to that. I'm only +1 to investigation. Let's do that. Do we each get one?
One of you with advantage.
You take it. I only have a +8, so you got one more than me.
Let's go.
That's better than you've had previously.
26.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Leon, this is itching at you. You've been watching Jasmine sort of pull these things out, and as you see the deck of many things that Jasmine now holds up, you're kind of like, oh shit, for a moment, right? You recognize this, you've all heard of this object. But Leon, you look around for a second, and what has been bothering you is that there's a shit ton of maps all over the walls and hanging on the ceiling. And one of them is not like the others. If you look.
Yeah, of course.
You go and you look at this map and you see that parts of it, there looks to have been like dagger stabs in it, but as you're looking at it, there's like triangles cut out of the map, squares cut out of the map. You see that there's like shapes that have been gouged into this map. And it hangs right beside like a complete map of the multiverse, or as complete as it can be at this moment in time.
Can I put it on top of? Can I put one on top of the other?
Yeah, let's overlay this.
Layer the maps on top of each other. It slowly dawns on you as you see that one of the shapes hangs over Spelljammer Academy and where it is marked. Another seems to hang over a portion of the Mechanus. Like you can see that it's hanging over Mechanus. You see another hanging over, and for you, Leon, long ago you recall like a mission you went on in school to a meteor, like a comet that had been floating around like an asteroid belt. You see that shapes are hanging on there. You see that these shapes are covering various parts of the multiverse, and you see then they're all circling what looks to be at the center of a plane in the map, just like the singular marking of the dead god Malice. And you notice that all these shapes are sort of on the map, like slowly circling that.
Does your magic eye have anything to say about this?
I can roll for it. We can see.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah, can I use a Greer's Eye on this thing?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Awesome. That's only a 28.
28?
Yeah.
You are looking at this, Greer, and Leon, you are looking, and you don't really get a vision of anything going on here that your eye is telling you. But as you look at this, you see that everything is circling a central point where the dead god Malice. Now, dead gods float all over the multiverse, but this one in particular, when you graph it out, you two as shipwright captains, graph it out, it is dead center every other shape that has been gouged out.
So Spelljammer Academy, the asteroid field that we went to on that trip. Is this what True Belief wants? He wants to bring back Malice?
As you're putting it slowly but surely together, what strikes you more so than anything else is maybe not the intention, but the idea that maybe this is a headquarters of some kind, a central place. You think that this might be where the nest is?
It appears we have our heading.
Oh, we could just find where it was anyways using the map, right?
Yeah, but this was cooler.
Looks like it's inside of a dead god.
Sorry, are you telling me that my sacrifice of staying awake for 48 hours with my eyelids taped open isn't as notable as your decision-making skills over here?
Look, listen.
Let's not compare.
Don't get insecure. Your map is pretty cool for other things.
Was not the one that started the comparisons.
You were the one who started the comparisons. You came up and said, "Well, what about my map? And you guys are cool." Yeah, you started the comparison. Don't gaslight me.
Over on the other ship, Drizzle is doing a little full body shake out of room, kind of in the middle of the crowd, not really caring that she's in the middle of that space. She's gonna go up to Copa.
Hi.
As you say hi, and as most of the crew we have our heading, we are ending for the night. As Koba turns, looking at you, and says, "Hey." And you see a wide smile across his face as some of you sit within the Reaver itself, and you have found where the nest is. You have missives talking about the idea that the Eternity is traveling unguarded.
Near Mechanus, which is where I want to go anyway.
And you have your headings, potentially. As we come to a close this evening, I want to say thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight for Iron Valor Spelljammer. This may be the final session for now that Josh will be joining us. as Josh has become a dread pirate. The party may outside.
Josh himself is now a dread.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Welcome, Dread Pirate Josh. But as a
Join
guest
us for the
pirate, thank you
party.
so much for coming and joining us. The party, we will decide. We'll have a conversation about it. But audience, I just want to warn you that Josh may not come back for next session, but instead there will be a conversation about kind of where the decision making had been led to in this moment. But Josh, it's been so good having you here, and you may make an appearance in the future. We'll find out. But otherwise, thank you all for coming and joining us tonight. And thanks for beating Smolder on your own chat, basically. Thanks a bunch of jokes.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
What
Well
a
done.
move. What a Flock Obama move.
I want to just say I was gonna do really well in using Smolder there, and then all of a sudden, no, he had to turn into a flower. So thanks a bunch. And thanks for coming and hanging out. It's a ton of fun. Max, if you could help me out and give it a shout out to folks.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me scroll back just a little bit here. We have a lot of stuff from Flock Obama. First off, all these lucks and curses and lucks and curses. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way real fast. Roll Propelled Gamers, thank you for the raid. We appreciate you so much. More Flock Obama activity. Afraid Not, with all the kinds of craziness as well. Thank you for all those lucks and stuff. And that's pretty much it for our little recap for this evening. We appreciate you guys so much.
We appreciate you so much. If you come and see us next week, again, we play at 6, generally 6:15. Right now our schedules are a little wonky here, but we start at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, 8:15 Central Time. It's so good to have you. Our party has a deck of many things, so come and watch as they spell their own names.
Put them directly into Drizzle's hands.
No.
I've never played a character who would draw from the deck of
You're
many
not
things.
getting it.
Drizzle would
Come and watch
definitely
us
draw
as
from
our
it.
party
You're
starts
not
to
getting
finish
it.
out their,
All right, Franklin,
their
pick a card.
campaign against an elder brain and much more, and the systems that try to bind us here. And so let's see what happens. And thanks for hanging out. We're gonna take you on a raid, and so we'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah, bye.